Hi everyone. I was seeing, excuse me, I was watching last night a video on Portugal and the invasion of Indian populations there. Uh, Now, there's there's several issues with Indian populations, expat. I mean, immigrant or expat. I mean, it's the same can of worms. There's always been this great distinction between the educated and white collar immigrants or expats versus the minimum wage, uneducated populations. And the thing is the how shall I say, one has been promoted as like really positive. Oh, the white collar workers were making this great positive contribution to the societies and economies because we're exchanging ideas, etc. Well, that's not the case. You have a much higher level of brown nosing, because the globalization has been done by the corporations and government agencies or pseudo government agencies, and that gets into nonprofit as well, the development community. But all of those industries or arenas um, have been dominated by managerialism and more and more diplomas, and they're the motor behind, uh, you know, the crisis in educational systems, whether it be the top education, the higher education or secondary or lower education. I mean, the whole top to bottom, it's all a mess, and it needs revision. Um, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. So it is the immigration has not been positive, and with the Indians, it's in the United States, we've had the issue of the techie bubbles because you have an enormous concentration of Indian populations there. My web designer that I still want answers from about what happened to my website in 2007. I'm pretty sure my ex-husband is involved in the cyberjacking of that website by the web designer. He's in around Tampa, Florida, Arnema Design. Um, but then, I've been looking for funding for ever since, and ever since I've been back to the United States, if I would get any help from any of my, family and friends. I mean, Foxcroft costs $70,000 a day, excuse me, a day, a year now. And it's, where you're supposed to make friends for life and all the connections that you'll be successful and da da da. I mean, hell, I know all sorts of people with throwing money around. The Mars sisters, I contacted them. What I need is, I mean, not boom down, but 100 million. I mean, I saw Chanks of the Young Turk. He was bitching because he was like, "Oh, look at all of these platforms that the Israelis are funding and throwing money at. Like 100 million. Somebody just got 100 million. Can you imagine if we had 100 million? We'd be tops. We'd be, the biggest podcasters out there." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy. I'm looking for 100 million. As I say, I don't need it down." Because usually it goes in rounds. You get 20 million, 30 million when you get it from the investors, because you're not going to just pop up You got to grow relatively slowly, within for their first couple of years. So anyway, uh, he's bitching. I'm like, yeah, well, I've been looking for that, and Silicon Valley is filled with it. They've destroyed the economy. They're part of the techie liberals and Indians around Silicon Valley, and then uh, Los Angeles, Hollywood. And that you get in all of the actors and the foreign actors. I'm like, hell, Liam Neeson, he's got himself set up for a lawsuit. Well, it's his PR people, it's creative agency or something. But I'm like, yeah, I'm sick and tired of this shit. Globalization has failed. Nationalism is on the rise because, everybody wants to exploit everybody else and sit around doing nothing, doing as little as possible. And it's just wreaking havoc on our economies and our societies. And it's got to stop. And the thing is my global expats project. I mean, I don't know, maybe people are like, because people just make assumptions. They never like do any, ask any questions or anything. They just assume. Um, I mean, I am pro-globalist, but this is precisely, I'm trying to combat this exploitative globalization and the corporations who, along with a few crazy oligarchs, are in power. Taking back America for the People was my second activism website. The first was War on Domestic Terrorism, that was hacked into. Anyway, it's still there, but that, I mean, in a way, I mean, that is, I was going to say in a way it's good. I lost $1,000, which I want to take GoDaddy to court. But anyway, that is basically the documents for my case against Spain are all posted there. Um, and that's been submitted to the International Criminal Courts under Crimes Against Humanity. Now, it's sitting there collecting dust, and the woman who submitted is from Florida, Barbara Stone. She did it because she wanted to launch her 2024 presidential campaign and thought that would, I guess, get her foot in the door, whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, I've been just trying to get lawyers to submit the international courts for the past 15 years. I've prepared the cases. I'm like, there's two jurisprudence on violence against women as human rights violations. The first is against the Americans in 2011. Second is against the Spaniards in 2014. I mean, I challenge both. My really strong case is against the Spaniards. My case is in Spain. The Spaniards' defense was judicial error and a failure to exhaust domestic remedies. I demonstrate very clearly this is not judicial errors. These assholes are doing it on purpose. And it gets into various levels. I mean, it is partially stupidity, biases, and just plain meanness. There's people don't do things for any one reason, and you know, throw one problem, say this is one problem in the judicial system and that's it. No, that would be ludicrous. So of course, there's a lot of different in the administrative part, with the lawyers, with the judges, the oversight system, whether it be within the judicial system itself or from the executive or legislative branches. So, everybody just thinks, oh, For the past 250 years, everybody signed a constitution. We're all democracies. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Guess what? Magic wands don't work, don't exist, unfortunately. I mean, I loved Bewitched when I was a child. I mean, I used to watch her, how he twinkled her nose, and the house would be cleaned. My mother was a clean freak and decided her daughters were cheaper than any maid. So we spent a lot of time cleaning houses. But anyway, I was like, oh God, that'd be so cool. Yeah, I found out that doesn't happen. And again, as I say, this is really, really the crux of the problem, whether you get, you know, the past religious differences, territorial differences, uh, any of that, the the issue that is common to every single of these economies is you have some people who like to sit around and order other people around and do as little as possible and con people, and others who are hardworking and, just want to go through life. I won't step on your toes, you don't step on my toes, and are more and are hardworking and diligent. And I mean, look in your own family and you'll see that dynamic going on. There's always somebody, there's always the worker bees, and there's always a group that want to sit around and get away with doing nothing. And in the process, they're going to come up with all sorts of, manipulations and lies. And I mean, as I say, it's a dynamic that is part of the human condition. However, when it's unregulated, it creates chaos. I mean, do an experiment. Invite like a whole bunch of your family and close friends or something, and you'll see it, and then try and give everybody a little note of how they have to radicalize and start bossing the workers around, and you'll see how the dynamic develops. You'll soon end up with a revolution and a dictatorship. This is played out. I keep on saying, you guys, this is played out time and time again throughout history. When are people going to learn lessons? Um, okay, so let's. Uh, I loved Portugal. We're gonna first play this Tyler Oliveira. So he's originally Portuguese, his family. He lives in Texas now, I believe. And you can listen to his accent. I mean, I don't think he even speaks Portuguese. I mean, I don't know his grandparents or maybe parents, but yeah, he didn't grow up they didn't speak Portuguese in the house. So anyway, yeah, I fell in love with Portugal. We went there first to ride with Nuno de Oliveira, who was a dressage master outside of Lisbon. Well, now I think it must be like a suburb of Lisbon, because this would have been 78, I guess, 77, 78. And beautiful, beautiful. We went there just for a week, and we rode with him every day. We stayed at the luxury hotel in the area, because it had running water. But it was a simple hotel, but it was a beautiful, beautiful hotel. Um, and so that was the first time. Then, because this is when we were in England, in London, my parents, and we were us kids, well, my sisters and I were at boarding school. And a friend of mine from Cobham lived in Portugal. Her family lived in Portugal. They're the owners of Taylor's Port. And so she's amongst one of, the socialites I know, the alumni of Cobham Hall and Foxcroft School in the United States, in Virginia, that I'm, like, excuse me, ladies, hey, over here, y'all, in your ivory towers. Guess what? Marie Antoinette lost her head like this. Uh, what are y'all doing? Your country's getting shit, and you're sticking yourselves in ivory towers. You're getting more and more entitled. Your kids have run amok. They're all either drug addicts or more entitled and narcissistic and psychopathic than you all. And your grandchildren are headed down the same path. This world is going to shit. And guess what's going on in both Cobham Hall and Foxcroft? Now, Foxcroft is a hell of a lot more evident. I mean, Foxcroft, Cobham was started by this Indian socialite. She married a British guy. And so she became this socialite in England. She was a real suffragette. She was, even when she went to the United States on a trip, like the FBI was, they were watching her. I don't know, it wouldn't have been the FBI. I don't know if it was the FBI. I'm trying to think. But anyway, the government, whoever the spy people are at that time, they're watching her because of her feminist ideas. So it's, this, how shall I say, the feminist school of the two, whereas Foxcroft was all the robber baron heiresses, the Astors, the Vanderbilts, the Mellons, Tim Mellon, he's got some answers to give, as much as Miriam Adelson. Now, I'm I'm not positive, but I believe Miriam Adelson, it's by marriage that she's American. So in those cases, the solution is I don't want to get myself killed. um, the solution is kind of easy. So anyway, um, I mean, Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry. Day one, this is one of the things that I'm so like, you people, you have wasted so much freaking money. Okay, it's been very, very interesting and informative. The ballistic side of this whole assassination investigation by the podcaster is really, would cannot tell you anything about ballistical stuff. I mean, I still couldn't explain anything. Like I would be like, well, watch the videos, but there's this like pump and bopping. Like, as I say, somebody, if I tried to explain it, somebody would walk away going, the lady's crazy. So watch the experts' videos, but extremely interesting and informative about ballistical stuff. But we still have no idea how he was killed, what killed Charlie. Was he alive in the SUV? And was he the one trying to get out? Or was it somebody else? There is police chatter that something was going on in that SUV. And there was, I forget who and which video, confirmation in the films that the SUV, when they left with Charlie in the car, the SUV towards the hospital, it was closed. So this whole thing about his feet, him being too big, to be able to close the door, which is another thing, like, makes no freaking sense. You go, like, what the frick are you people talking about? It's too big. You're gonna go, like, what was it, 80 miles an hour? They're going down the highway or whatever with a door open. I mean, that's really dangerous when you've got an ambulance and paramedics there. Already, are you people crazy? Let the paramedics. This is what they're trained to do. Do the, first aid, CPR, whatever, and transport him. Also, you don't transport. You can really hurt a person, a victim, if you transport that victim and you don't know what you're doing. One of the first things, is somebody gets run over by a car, hit by a car or something. Don't, you're not going to move the victim. You can break their back, or just like in anybody. I have no training in CPR. I should have it, but everybody should have it. I don't, but I know that. I mean, the whole freaking thing's crazy. And see, this is what I'm like, wait a second, could somebody please, nobody's concentrated on this. The people who were in the car, I forget, I Googled it, but those people in the car, I think there are 5 of them, what happened? Explanations on that. For me, that's like so key, because people are saying Charlie Kirk, that they saw in the videos that he was dead when they're taking him to the car. But then there's conflicting reports. He's pronounced dead at the hospital. Okay, he could have been already dead, but then pronounced dead at the hospital. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I mean, and I've never seen a dead person's eyes versus maybe somebody who's in a state of shock. I don't know. I don't know. I have no. I mean, that's my father's domain. He's no longer with us. So anyway, okay, dear Dad, who is his? Okay, oops, let's not forget the sound. Come on.
Back up. This is Portugal. Don't touch me. Get away from me. They're the ones attacking me. I'm one guy. Small 10 million person country where foreign residents went from 4% to 15% of the population in 7 years.
I will deport you all.
That's the glass bottle. What are you doing?
Respect the people, okay? Hey! Go there. Don't make.
Oh, damn. He's got a fat ass.
This is not your country. This is my country. It's not your country. We never voted for our countries to be invaded. ¿Por quê? Some of them are peaceful, but we don't want our country to be invaded, even if it's by peaceful people.
As South Asians are now one of the biggest and most rapidly growing sources of cheap immigrant.
Yeah, nobody wants to have their country invaded, even by peaceful people. This is a problem we're having everywhere. I mean, even in the United States. I mean, I'm within Washington. We got, all sorts of the international community, but it's my case against the IMF, the little ladies in there. This is Indian, Pakistani. These were all Middle Eastern, and white privilege, who had been canceled and marginalized by all of the upper crust ladies who don't want their party-hardy, jet-setting lifestyle to be disturbed. I mean, I remember one time I was trying to explain to my mother Karl Marx was not evil. He was just like explaining how it would develop. Like explain his ideologies, because then also we get into communism. Like you guys, you're confusing Karl Marx ideologies with what's gone on in Cuba or Russia, China, etc. And it's just like with the ideologies of the Renaissance thinker behind the democracy. You got to start separating the two because they haven't been implemented. So anyway, I digress. So there is an invasion. I told you about the Indians, but like right now, for me, it's the Latinos and Spaniards because the restaurant Casa Teresa is owned by a Spaniard. So my landlord is Spaniard. So, the Spaniards I know, also one of the Spaniards from indirectly involved in this. She jumped into the pot. She's an alumni of Foxcroft, Isabel Ruiz de Rato. Her uncle is Rodrigo Rato, who was the managing director of the International Monetary Fund before Dominique Strauss-Kahn, and this is before the 2008 collapse. Now, Rodrigo Rato, he was then at, I believe it's Banesto, one of the banks, but I believe Banesto, and then went to prison for something he was involved in with that. I forget the details. And he was let out. And so anyway, and Isabella, her father is a famous toreador. Once again, it's the typical story. Well, a toreador is not from a noble or wealthy family, not usually. So definitely a social climbing marriage between her parents, this time the guy marrying the wealthy, the aristocratic woman. With King Felipe, we see the La Reina Leticia. She's the social climber, and I'm like, yeah, well, excuse me, she's just proving the reason why morganic marriages were not, it wasn't that they weren't allowed, but the titles and etc., the lands, etc., didn't pass to the offspring because they were gold digging, what. And we see it all over, the place. I mean, one of the people I'm pointing to is like, excuse me, Pamela Harriman? Pamela Churchill Harriman? Jenny Churchill was from Cobham as well. I mean, these schools are supposed to be producing future leader of the world. Instead, they produce a bunch of entitled, seat-warming little backstabbing witches.
In labor, Indians are now the second largest immigrant group behind Brazilians. While big businesses and the government welcome cheap labor to fill labor shortages across the country, as the Portuguese age into extinction, what are the consequences of one of the most dramatic state-engineered demographic transformations in modern European history?
You should go back to your home country.
Before I meet up with Alfonso, leader of the Reconquista movement in Portugal, fighting to stop this legal immigrant invasion, let's go to Lisbon and speak with the latest batch of cheap labor brought to Portugal.
And the problem with the people who stand up against this, the revolutionaries, whether it be from the right here, the nationalism, or the leftist revolutionaries, is that they replace the people, the elitist that they were complaining about, but then they become the same or most times worse than those that they replace. I mean, the American experiment, you can look with the British. Yes, the British. Okay. Take a moment to shine in the limelight on this, as I say. The British, the Americans were a crass version of the British upper crust. However, the Brits, they're a much more stratified classist system, like the Indians. I mean, not, it's not exactly the same as the caste system in India, and you have more levels of the caste system in India than the Brits. Um, but the and even one of the reasons why you didn't, the French Revolution happened, and you didn't get a revolution in the UK, was you always had less income inequality in England than you do in France. Like you can see that with Victor Hugo and Charles Dickens, and the literature, a lot of the stories back at that time, and that's one of the reasons. So anyway, I digress, but you know this it's people have got to stop. Oh, we just got to overturn the people in power, but we're going to remain with the same power over structure. Rianne Eisler talks about this power of partnership. And that's not sending people that you don't want from one region of the world to go to another region of the world to be some sort of parasites of a social system. This is ludicrous that's going on in Europe. We have the same problem in the United States, but you got podcasters all over the place. You have videos all over the place about this stuff. People should watch them. But take note, we're going to see later, Taylor's Port. This is, again, from Foxcroft, Natasha Robertson. It's Bridges, her husband. Her husband now is her family has had Taylor's Port for, I don't know, generations into generations, like 300 years. But they're British. And it's her husband who is the CEO now. But see, I mean, there's nothing that says that their land can't be seized and they're ejected from the country. Now, they were born there and, they have a long, but that wouldn't be a solution either. It would totally disrupt their production, wreak havoc on the economy. See what I'm saying? That's not the solution. Now, Natasha coming down from her ivory tower along with everybody else I know is a solution. Because I've been studying this shit now for 15 years. I've been canceled. I don't care. The only thing that really, has been devastating for me is my separation and alienation from my sons. Otherwise, I mean, I've known the thing that people don't understand. I left the United States looking for greener pastures in Europe in the 1980s. They were no greener, nor were they any greener in South America and Colombia. I mean, people are always like, oh, what's the favorite place? What's your favorite country? Where's your favorite place to live? I'm like, well, every place has its good things and its bad things. People are people everywhere. You have good people, you have bad people. I mean, and I've seen places, I've visited places or lived in places where they have garbage dumps or they've trashed it, yeah, but I've never seen any place that I haven't been like, oh my God, how gorgeous, how beautiful. Well, different terrains, hot, cold, warm, but always beautiful. I'm like, the Garden of Eden is planet Earth, you guys, but we gotta take care of it. So I digress again.
Hola. What is this?
What it is a special event today. Prayers, and then it's food served at
I see. There really are quite a few people here. Very nice, celebrating something. Intrigued and awaiting Alfonso's arrival, I wanted to figure out what was going on here and who these people were. But soon enough, things took a turn for the worse. What is this? Is this Khalistan?
Yeah,
Khalistan? And that's like an independent nation for Sikhs in Punjab?
No, you see, their guru had given that,
I see.
symbol.
I see. I see. Okay, and yes, that's Khalistani? Yes. Khalistan, okay. Hi, how are you?
What are you telling him?
Say, huh? What's your name, my friend? Say hi, say hi.
No, what are you telling him?
I said hi.
Hi, and what you say? Khalistani, what is Khalistani?
Khalistan, independent nation for Sikhs.
You working for what?
Working for what? I'm YouTube. I'm just walking around.
YouTuber?
Yeah.
Why, which channel you have?
I don't have a channel yet. I'm traveling in Portugal. Tell me about Khalistan. Why are you so sensitive about that? What does that mean?
No, I don't want to tell you something.
Oh, I see. Is that a sensitive topic? For those who don't know, this is the symbol used by Sikhs to represent the Khalistani movement, a separatist movement aiming to create a homeland for Sikhs called Khalistan in the Punjab region of northern India. You can see the Khalistan flag all over this gathering, yet when I ask about it, people get weird.
The logo.
Yes, the logo. And I said, is that Khalistan? He said yes, and then he was upset, I guess.
No. That is like a symbol of equality, and everybody have the right to keep any
Sovereignty? Independence?
Yeah, independence.
Okay. Hi. How are you? Hi. My name is Portuguese. Poco. Texas, USA. Hi, how are you? Hi, good to meet you. So we're just out here walking around today. Am I not allowed to walk across the street? Where are you guys from? Talk to me. I'm just walking.
You can walk
on the public street, right? Is this not a public street?
But then why you're questioning the people?
Because I'm talking to people. I like to talk to people about the world, about life, about culture, about interesting things.
I know, check your ID.
My ID?
Yeah. I know you are Portuguese.
I don't even speak Portuguese.
Yeah, I know.
What? I don't speak Portuguese. Oh, you think I do?
I don't know what you do.
No.
Obrigado.
Yeah, you.
No.
Huh? What do you mean? You think I'm lying or what? Wait, why are you coming up on me? What's going on? What's going on here?
What are you doing there?
Yeah, see, he doesn't speak Portuguese. I said that. And that shame on his parents or grandparents. I mean, my kids, my sons, I spoke English. My ex-husband, I mean, he's Spanish. He spoke Spanish, but my ex is Spanish naturalized French, and I was learning French. And so we started speaking French together. By the end of it, we would speak a mélange, a mixture of it. But anyway, my sons, everybody told they're going to be confused. They're going to be, this is horrible. I'm like, no, it's not. I've known people. I've met this Cambodian one time. He spoke 5 languages from not from birth, but from childhood. But as long as the thing that was important was that when I always spoke to them in English, so that they're associating that language with me because it will confuse them if there's no rhyme and reason to it. My husband would speak Spanish to them, even though he and I would always speak French, and we were living in French-speaking countries until first Brussels and then Paris. When we got to Colombia, there, let's see, 3 and 5. So, the language that they're really didn't speak was English. But then one time we were in the United States, and I'm like, well, my son, he doesn't speak English, but he understands everything. He's like, what are you talking? He's been speaking English to me all morning. I'm like, oh my God, that's the first time he's spoken English. And it was like, wow. So anyway, it's there. And shame on any of these parents but shame on also parents who live in these countries, go to foreign countries, and they nor their children learn the language of that country. I mean, that's one of the advantages of this situation, and people aren't taking advantage of it. I mean, you know how much struggle it is to try and learn from books and shit?
I can't walk across. My name's Tyler.
Don't try to show up here from you. Don't try to be smart.
I'm not trying to be smart. You're trying to be smart.
But don't touch.
All right, then get away from me then.
But then
what's the problem?
Put this off.
No, I'm not going to.
You are going to.
No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not.
Yes.
Get away from me. Get away from me. All right, he's already calling the shots here. Says I'm going to. Sorry. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. What is your problem? Who are you?
I'm already in the authority.
I don't care. Who are you? Where are you from?
I don't care.
Get back up. Back up. Back up.
Don't.
Back up.
Don't touch.
What the? You get the f away from me. How about that? You don't touch me. Don't touch me. You are all up in my face. Get away from me. Get the f away from me.
What the f you are talking? You don't know how to speak when you're on the...
You need to move away from me.
Sorry? You just get away from here.
What are you doing? I'm talking to you. What is the problem?
What are you doing?
Get away from me. Get away. What is your problem?
What are you doing?
I'm talking to people. He's coming at me all on my chest. I'm moving him away. What is your problem? Thank you. No, no, get... No.
Don't.
Just relax, relax. Huh?
You dirty language.
He used dirty language too. Don't lecture me on dirty language. Get away from me. And don't touch me either. Dirty language, he comes at me. We're on a public street right now. Walking in Portugal, not Punjab, not India. Everyone needs someone to relax.
Why are you jumping in? Can you just speak?
Stop. 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 Stop.
Now the thing about the Indians, the Hindu, is within the literature. It's and this I first saw. It was The Life of Law by Laura Nader. This is a sister of Ralph Nader. Anybody who doesn't know who he is, he's, I think, the person who has most often presented himself as a presidential candidate in the past 50 years. They're originally from Lebanon. But Life of Law, she demonstrated it's the mediation process that really erodes the rights of people, litigants within a judicial system. And you do need that adversarial type of structure. And so all of these arbitrators or mediators that they've brought in, this has really, really been problematic. And you've seen this in the Hindu. With the Hindus, we've seen this with Quakers. I've also seen that. So you see it, and Laura Nader, I think it was what she did, the Berkeley Village Project was in Mexico, a village in Mexico. So, you know, you can see this in various different anthropological studies. And it has been, you see, within India, this stratified, very, very stratified caste system. And, you know, I mean, I love Indian food. I mean, other from Cobham Hall is Vanita Gupta. She married into the Gupta family, and these Guptas, they do aeronautics. So that gets into weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, again, come down from ivory towers. So, you know, India has many problems, and, you know, they're like all societies and cultures, there's good things and bad things, and we have to stop just promoting, oh, look at this wonderful festival. Oh my God, there was one, I think it's this one, like shit throwing. Yeah, no. They have a festival where they like throw these colored powders and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I want to really do that. But it's kind of like the tomato throwing one in Spain. I'm like, I think maybe I'll just watch. Definitely the shit throwing one. I don't even want to watch that one. But you know, some of these festivals, traditions, yeah, that's very nice, but you gotta stop promoting that as this like facade of a wonderful society and community, and realize there are some real fundamental problems that have been generations and generations and need to be addressed. Because we keep on getting into wars, civil wars, revolutions. It never stops.
Do you think you are making a difference?
He's coming on me. I can show you on video. He's coming at me. I'm walking and talking. He comes on me. I push him away. Yeah.
What's happening here?
I see a large congregation. I'm walking. I try to talk to people. Hi. This guy's all up on me. I push him away slightly.
Close to the
Sure.
camera. Okay.
Sure. I just understand why I can't walk through the street and film myself.
No, not because the street is closed for this reason today.
You're saying I have to be Sikh to be able to walk through the street today?
Yes, today.
I have to be Sikh to be able to walk through the street?
Yes, today, yes.
Sikhs only?
Yes.
That's not real.
This is real.
No, I understand it's their event. Like, look, there's a white woman right there.
This is real. We are here for that reason. Okay?
Yeah, to ban non-Sikhs from walking through the street today. If we're being told to leave, I guess we'll leave.
He's saying to you, Sikh people need a country, different country.
That's not, you told me that yourself. That's why you had the mark. I asked you, what does that mean?
Which mark you know?
He's getting all political now because you're offended by the answers they gave to me. That's your problem.
Public bad information on internet.
You don't know who I am.
Which your
You don't tell me that the answers they gave to me is my problem. You're being sensitive. You're being a dumbass right now. I'm not talking to either of you. Yeah, I agree. They're retarded. Yeah. Do you want me to leave? Yeah. Okay. I'll be good. Yeah. Well, it is Sikh only today. If you're not Sikh, you can't walk the streets. And if they are offended by the fact you have a camera and you're recording yourself walking, they'll attack you.
I cannot film people.
Oh, but I'll walk it that way. My car's that way. But I can film myself legally, right? According to Portuguese law?
I understand. They are afraid that you publish here on the social media.
Sure.
And they have to some critical of that thing.
Every group's critical of every group, though, right? They're being sensitive.
I understand that.
But as I leave, I want to see this outfit. Thank you guys very much. This is cool. I've never seen this outfit right here. Maybe we can talk to some of the people joining. But luckily, my cameraman managed to infiltrate the event as a curious tourist. He was smart enough not to ask what these mysterious flags actually meant, and they welcomed him into the feast.
Sikhi is not just a religion. It is a following path that what the Guru has teached us, that all humans are one, and we believe in oneness. But Gurdwara is open to everyone. Everybody can come here and they can join us in our celebrations, and we are open to everyone. So we all are one. You are a part of us also.
While my cameraman was joining the feast inside the Sikh temple, Alfonso had arrived to protest the event. Okay, Alfonso and crew are plotting a heist of a sort here. They're going to lift the Portuguese flag up here. We'll see what happens. What's going on?
So basically, I'm going to go on top of the building and peacefully protest against this invasion of thousands of hordes of third world immigrants. They have a lot of terrorists, a lot of illegal groups like the Khalistanis, and they are coming to our lands not only to live off of welfare and commit crimes, but also to protest on top of it. If you want to protest and mobilize your culture and do all of these demonstrations of power and political power, then do it back in your home countries. They just want you to bow down, kiss their feet, and accept the invasion of your countries with this foreign religion and foreign culture.
Alfonso's about to fly. Perhaps too close to the sun, we'll see.
Maybe, let's see.
They have a ladder. Best of luck to Alfonso.
And now they're protesting for Khalistan.
And this is not, racism. No, it's not, because the globalization has been parasitic. The minimum wage workers coming in have been just as entitled as the PhDs. And not making a positive contribution. They're parasites. And this is why they're part of the promotion of socialism. And this socialism stuff has got to stop. You can, the capitalists, the conservatives are just as guilty as the liberals of promoting that. They give it different names. And it's all, it's all wrapped up in rhetoric by a bunch of assholes sitting on their asses opining, either in front of a camera or in front of some, congressional body or panel discussion. People need to get back to work. This is the thing. Trump, he's like, I'm going to bring manufacturing jobs back to America. That was his campaign promise in 2016. I was like, how are you going to do that? First off, you need to stop putting so much of the investment money into this techie liberal shit. I mean, AI is really going to take over everybody and destroy us. This is like Orwellian future at the door. It's not just some fantasy of Hollywood. We're at the crossroads of humanity.
Okay, he's up. Full-fledged operation here. The whole team's ascending right now. Okay, they're all going up. Now I'm going to go get the other perspective. There are flags for Khalistan. They're vying for an independent nation in India while being in a foreign nation living here full-time.
Khalistan and your religion are not accepted here. Portugal is for the Portuguese. You shouldn't come to someone else's country and depress your religion and your culture. In Portugal belongs to the Portuguese people. So if you want to live your religion and your culture, you should go back to your home country.
While I was filming the scene, the Sikh security was giving me a purple nurple on my back on the public sidewalk where this was all going down.
Right. What is aside? Get off me. No, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Hey, get off me! Don't fucking touch me! Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me! Spray in the face. Yeah. Get the fuck. Hey, go back to fucking India. Fuck you. Fuck you, motherfucker. Rot. Oh, I gotta shut up? Go. I'm moving. I'm moving! He gets to fucking pinch me in the back.
Get out of here, man.
I can't walk on the sidewalk? All right, well, I'm moving. Don't shoot me. All right, what the fuck?
We don't accept terrorist groups. We don't accept Khalistan. Khalistan is a terrorist organization that is illegal in India and is considered a terrorist group in Bangladesh. But in Portugal, they are allowed to freely roam our streets.
What did I do? I can't be on the sidewalk? He's gonna beat me with a beat stick. All right, that was a little ceremonious.
Why?
Because I want to. Just leave me alone. Because I want to see. I want to see. Move on. It's the last place I would have suspected to get beaten by the police, but God bless the motherland.
The Portuguese people never voted to be demographically.
Should I go this way? I'm trying to. I literally cannot get back to the car. He's staring me down like a piece of meat. After getting run out of a public street dominated by Sikh Indians fighting for an independent nation in India while they live in Portugal, I met back up with Alfonso, the founder and leader of the Reconquista political movement, fighting to remigrate the massive influx of immigrants that have recently moved to Portugal while fighting to keep Portugal for the Portuguese.
So my name is Afonso Gonçalves. I am 25 and I'm the founder of Reconquista, the biggest political movement in Portugal. And my goal is to expose and denounce the outrageous demographic replacement that is being happening under our noses. I'm persecuted, I have been threatened with my life, I have been assaulted, and I have been debanked. Last month, so March, we are filming in April, last month, I had all my bank accounts deleted or cancelled by the government by order of the Public Prosecution Office. The public prosecutor basically told the bank, look, close down this guy's bank account. So even if I go to the bank and say I want to take out the money, I want to transfer it to another account of mine. Thank you. Obrigado. In the last 5-6 years, Portugal has seen a huge increase in immigration numbers. We had an Indian prime minister that basically opened the borders and basically any immigrant could come to Portugal.
Via an immigration pathway known as the manifestation of interest, where non-EU residents that came to
An Indian prime minister? In Portugal? What?
to Portugal on a tourist visa could get a work contract and pay 12 months of social security to get legal residency and then citizenship after 5 years. Over the next 7 years, immigrants took advantage of what became the EU's last open door, and Portugal's foreigner population exploded from 4% to 15%. But the pathway was finally abolished in December 31st, 2025, leaving about 1 million immigrants who never earned their citizenship in the country. The demographics of Portugal rapidly transformed.
So our country has been invaded. There have been like 1 million, actually 1 million or more than 1 million of immigrants coming to Portugal in 5, 6, 7 years. And for you to get context for your American audience, Portugal is only a country of 10 million people. We have about 25% of our country as immigrants. So 7, 8 years ago, we used to have like 400,000, like 4%.
Sure.
And from 4% to almost 30%.
So Alfonso took me to Martim Moniz, a microcosm of this rapid demographic shift taking place across Portugal. Here you'll find countless doctors and engineers sent to save Portugal's economy, just chilling on the street drinking beer during the working week in the middle of the day. How and why are these people in Portugal?
Because a lot of these small shops, small phone shops, like 10-meter square phone shops, they have like 40 employees.
I see.
But do they really have? No, they don't pay them minimum wage. It's like a scheme in order to legalize immigrants. So it's a mass legalization scheme.
Question, man. Any English? No. We're trying to do a little interview with people on the streets. No English?
Portuguese? 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 Do you want to be paid?
Like interviews on the streets.
English or Portuguese? What do you prefer?
Okay, drinking beer at 1 p.m.
But just look at this. Look at this scenario. These guys are probably here living off of welfare or residing in some public paid for house.
Hi, friend. My name is Tyler. Do you have any English?
Do you speak Portuguese? Portuguese.
Hello,
look at the engineers. He's a doctor.
Hi, my name is Tyler. My name is Tyler.
Hey, we don't take a shit on me.
Huh?
Put your camera car on my face.
We're trying to interview people. Huh? I'm just walking that way.
We don't necessarily.
Well, I'm just walking in the plaza, you know?
We don't need it.
Okay. And you came from what country?
I came from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
I'm from India.
From India.
Pakistan. And you live in Portugal?
Yes.
Bangladesh.
How long you been here in Lisbon?
2 years. In 2019.
2 years. 4 years.
4 years.
What do you do for work?
Yeah, I work in one shop. Yeah, I work full time.
Okay.
What is your job?
No, I going for vacation. I come yesterday only.
You came to Portugal yesterday?
Yes.
And you are here on vacation?
No on vacation. I vacation for Bangladesh because I working here.
You went to Bangladesh in...
Everybody keeps on saying they came yesterday. I came yesterday.
vacation and you came back here?
Yeah.
And what is your job here in Portugal?
Last time I working in Repsol is seniors.
Okay, are you temporary or permanent citizen?
I'm a temporary.
What brings you here today so far away? Aima, what is happening with Aima today? Document. You go get your documents.
I see.
Okay, so you have been illegal until now and now you become legal.
Legal era.
You are becoming legal now.
Right, illegal.
Okay, and when you came here, did you come here legally or illegally?
Legal.
You came here legal or illegal? Illegal. So what brings you here today?
I'm going to Pakistan.
Forever?
Yes.
Ah, very good, my friend, very good. Have a safe flight back home. And how much money did you get from the government in that period? From the
300 a month?
Every month?
Yes, every month.
Why don't you stay in India if it's your country?
Money no.
No money.
No money. Why did you decide to immigrate to Portugal? Government good? Government good?
The government good.
Give a lot of documents?
Is facilities. Is
Facilities.
Is adventure.
Adventure as well?
This guy is talking.
My friend, I have one question for you.
Yes.
I don't like camera.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
This is your friend.
This is him?
This is him. This is me.
That's you.
My family called me. They say why
Yeah.
they take me video. I say I don't know.
Because
he's not with my consent.
Okay, tell me your story. So how long you been here?
No, I'm not living here. I'm just here.
You're just here
No, I
visiting?
don't like really.
Hey, let's come over here.
Because I tell you, I don't like. Because when you come, you
Yeah.
take it. Bro, I want to take video.
Then stand back. Move.
But you don't tell me.
Move. Hey, he's got it.
No, go. No. What
are you doing?
No.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Relax. What are you doing? Hey, grab the bottle. Grabs the glass bottle. You're crazy. Why?
It's okay.
What do you mean? This is the problem.
I come to you easy, we talk.
He didn't.
But
He
it's not
didn't.
me, it's
Give me
him.
some space. Give me some space, all right?
Don't take me video. I want
Then
to
just go. I think it should be better if you go.
Don't take me
Better if you go, okay? Better if you go. You need to go.
So again, altercations.
Countries, so you never swap SIMs again. Their OneSIM feature lets you install their eSIM once and use it forever. Any leftover balance, it rolls over to your next adventure. So click the link. Really?
Yes, at least in this area.
How long have you been here in Portugal?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Bangladesh.
How do you like Portugal? Good? Portugal or Bangladesh?
Both.
Does it feel like Bangladesh here on this street? Does it remind you of home?
Like that.
Kind of? India, Pakistan, Bangladesh? Morocco. Shout out Morocco.
It's crazy. Hello.
He recognizes you.
Yeah, they like me. Some of them, they like me apparently.
Excuse me, where are you from?
Pakistan.
Mostly Pakistan, India, Bangladesh here.
Most of the people are from Bangladesh.
And how long have you been here in Portugal?
I came from Pakistan.
Do you make much more money here?
Yeah, much better than Pakistan.
Much better. Do you send money home?
Yeah.
So many people are caught up in the whole, are you here illegally or legally?
That doesn't matter. Most of them are actually paying taxes. Most of them are actually working. So it's still an invasion. They're still replacing us. They're still contributing to more crime, higher housing prices, lower wages.
Legally?
So, yeah, legally, all legally. So it's the Bangladesh, the India.
Woman's coming with the rock. And mid-interview, some crack whore pulled up on us with a rock. Tranquilo. We're just filming.
Oh, she has a rock. Grava pedra bem. Grava pedra, faz zoom.
Be real. No problema. Okay, so she came out with the rock. I don't know what I missed here. So the woman who appears to be maybe a drug addict is going to call the police. We have the rest of these guys. Hi. You want to say hi? So where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. How do you like Portugal?
Yeah, nice.
Portugal or Bangladesh? Which one's better?
Portugal is better always.
What do you say?
He says I'm not welcome here.
Question. Can you translate? Any English?
Por quê? Por que é que eu não sou bem-vindo aqui?
Portugal não é para todos. Portugal não é para fascistas.
Por quê?
É para todos.
Pergunta, não?
He's saying Portugal. Por
Não é
quê?
para fascistas, não é para racistas.
Mas por que é que eu sou
Tu é uma
fascista?
racista.
How long have you been here in Portugal?
1 year.
Good. What do you do for work?
Mobile technician.
How long do you see yourself staying in Portugal?
Is good and long.
As long as you can?
The owner is Portuguese, and this house was expropriated by the government to build a mosque against, of course, the will of the owner. And that's what it says in these signs. And this man was displaced of everything he owned, all to make place for immigrants.
This house right now is a mosque.
It's not yet, but it was expropriated by the government with that purpose. And of course, he's in courts against the government. But this just goes to show the nature of immigration and the nature of state-enforced mass immigration. It's ridiculous.
And that's legal. They can just take your house?
Yes, apparently, because they allege it's for the common good.
Is that going to be a mosque right there?
I am new here.
You're new here. How long have you been here?
I came yesterday.
You arrived in Portugal yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
And why did you come here?
For better work, for a better life?
Better work, better life.
Do you have job or no job?
Job.
Job. Tourist visa?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so we're witnessing the hack. Come here on a tourist visa, never leave. And you might be wondering, how do all of these people send the money they make here in Portugal back home to support their families that don't live here? Hi, is this money transfer?
Yeah.
Where do people send money back to? Is it Bangladesh?
All over the world.
All over the world.
So what is this business about? Money transfer and also selling clothes? Everything?
Yes, it is.
And is this mostly people sending money back home to support their family? Support their family. Okay.
Good for them to actually go there. He hates Portugal, he hates the Portuguese people, even though he's Portuguese. He's saying I'm a racist and I should go away.
So he's saying don't talk to them, fascista?
They don't do this, they don't do drugs.
He's got a lot of saliva. Alright, he might be on some drugs there. We have Darul Lam Taho Halal, we have some halal meats, Banigala Restaurante.
Everything but Portuguese.
How long have you been here in Portugal?
25 years.
How do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah, you spend most of your life here?
I don't like this country.
They don't like this country?
No? Why?
Yeah, this shit.
This is shit.
Porque é assim, porque aqui antigamente não é assim. Há muitos anos que Portugal já mudou, os indianos ainda aí.
Before it used to be very different, but now because of so many Indians it changed. Even an immigrant agrees that now the country is shit because of so many immigrants.
Okay, wow.
You support me?
Yes, I come for you from.
Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Portugal or Bangladesh?
For me, both are equal.
Why is he racist?
This guy is always against of the immigrants and everyone. Bro, you are the racist in Portugal.
I am the racist. I am the racist.
You speak to the people who don't speak
I don't care that you pay taxes. Okay. Thank you for the praise. I appreciate the praise. I appreciate the nice words. No, you go away. This is my country. This is my city. You go away. This is not your country.
This is your country.
You go away.
Can I move to Bangladesh and say it's my country? Yeah, I'm welcome.
Who gave you the right to come to my country and tell me I'm racist?
I have the right to
Who gave you the right to come to my country and tell you I'm racist? If you
See, he brings up a good point here. You know, the immigrant populations in the West, and this is the fault of public policies in the West of, you know, oh, well, the conservatives are for progressive immigration policies because it brings in cheap labor. And the liberals are for it because, you know, they're crazy. No, you know, it's the atonement of easing their conscience to atone for the sins of exploiting these people in their imperialistic corporate globalization. So, you know, and then also it's been for the votes. Immigrants, cheap labor, you know, the Democrats or the liberals will turn a blind eye to what they're doing, you know, the illegal stuff, their black markets. So, you know, that's, as I say, it's also the fault of the West. However, it's just like if you leave your house unlocked and you go on vacation and you come back home and you told the neighbors, oh, go ahead and take, you know, you come back home and everybody's having a party in your house and trashing it. You're kind of like, excuse me? You know, well, maybe you shouldn't have left your house. So anyway, this is by the left going, oh, you're just racist. You're just racist. It's not solving any problems, and the conservatives are definitely not solving them.
say I'm racist.
Why do you come in this
because this is my country, I go wherever I want. This is not your country. This is my country, it's not your country. You are not Portuguese, this is not your country.
Don't spread racism.
Listen.
Be human.
I am human. I am not human. So what? I don't want my people to be a minority in their cities, in Lisbon, in other cities. I don't want...
See, this is a talking point. Don't be racist, be human. Wait a second. This is not racism. These immigrant populations who are coming in are creating problems. That's not racism. Racism is hating somebody because they're this color or that color. Racism is not, excuse me, you people over there, I don't care what color you are, you're creating a problem in our community. And this gets into social contract.
Us to come to here and be harassed, be told to go away. You just showed why I am right. I am here in my country, I'm here in my city, and you are telling me to go away from here. You have no right to tell me to go away. The immigrants are not my people.
All right, we spent too much time. Thank you for your time, sir. Would you say Portugal or Bangladesh?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh better. Oh, why'd you come to Portugal?
You want to go back to Bangladesh?
No.
So if it's better, but if it's better, why don't you go back? Okay.
Bangladesh or Portugal?
Go back to Bangladesh.
Portugal, okay, respect. You're infamous, I may say.
Yes, I'm very infamous. A lot of Portuguese people support me, and actually, let me tell you that the Portuguese people were never asked to be demographically replaced and invaded in their own country. And actually, new data, recent data, shows that 70%, that's not 20 or 30, 70% of people want tighter control of immigration, and they want immigrants to actually leave Portugal, not come into Portugal. So if you think I'm racist for thinking that and defending that and standing up for that, then you think that 70% of Portuguese people are racist.
So what good is the democracy if the will
people
of the
can't get
majority
their
is
will
not represented by their politicians?
It isn't. Actually, they don't like their own people. They have a globalist mindset, a liberal mindset. They hate their own people, a lot of them. And this is all that's wrong with European societies, that our leaders have been traitorous to our own people. If you are opposed to this, apparently you're racist. So we're all racist.
Well, it's not that the Westerns hate their own people. It's the same everywhere. They resent, only a 2% of a population is extremely intelligent. So much so that they're often like dysfunctional in society. 4%, you get into the highest IQ level. After that, it's your curve kind of levels out, and you have that, middle range of intelligence, which is the bulk of your population. Because at the bottom, you're going to have like 2-4 around there percent that are mentally retarded, and really are again, you have a variation there, and the worst cases really need help their entire lives with they are still children and should be protected under the same norms and standards and laws as young children who are vulnerable because they do not understand things. It is the rest of society to protect these people, these adults, more so than, say, a person who understands everything. I mean, that's just it, and it goes the same with children. So you have this situation where the intelligent people, they come up with ideas. They're the ideas people. They're not always, sometimes they're not very fiscally conscious. And that's where their entourages need to be. Okay, your idea is a little bit, it's good, but I'm going to handle the finance here, and we're going to, you can't just blow up anything you want because it costs money. But you're going to have idea people, and those are amongst the most intelligent. Their brains are constantly working. Sometimes just like shut it off. But then there's this jealousy, because then the people who are, let's say, above average intelligence, they aspire to be, they want to always show the world that they're so intelligent. And for them, it gets into their minds that intelligence, and you see this all over the place in society, they become the con artists. I've seen this so many times, the smart people are the ones who figure out how to work around the rules. Now, I agree with that. When you're in adolescence, that's pretty much what you do, and that's kind of what you should be doing to a certain extent. You don't want your juvenile delinquents out there, but that is part of the maturing, passing from childhood to adulthood. It's a phenomenon you're going to see everywhere in the world amongst Homo sapiens. So you can pretty much say that this is endemic to our species. Hot-headed, all of those things. And, but anyway, so you're always, but it creates this jealousy and friction and hatred from the people who, they're going to show that they're smarter. I mean, I've heard this all the time. Oh, you're not smart because you haven't figured out how to integrate yourself back in and work the system. I mean, this just breaks my heart. My sons are like, yeah, mom's, whatever. I know what my ex has been telling them. But, of course, I'm living, I'm living in squalor. I get bullied all the time because, well, you're a minimum wage earner, so you're a piece of shit and you're unimportant to society. You're white trash. I mean, this has been the whole thing from the beginning with my lawyers, defrauding me of all my money. I was like, do you think I don't see what you're doing? Restricting somebody's access to their money or ability to earn a decent living is like 101 in oppression. I mean, that's why I have it with all the people that I know, either for a job or investment money. And I'm living in squalor for the past 17 years since I've been here, and just getting rained over the coals for every place I work and every place I live. I mean, I'm a cave dweller for a reason. I just like hang out and please God. I guess I just got to survive until everybody hits rock bottom. And once they start listening, hopefully they will, because it's going to end up in a bloodbath. Look at how the aggression is escalating out there.
Now, look at this.
Hello. Hi.
If you point out that there's no Portuguese people, you are racist. So,
is she Portuguese?
No.
No. She's Indian. Is she Portuguese?
No.
He Portuguese?
No.
Is he Portuguese?
No.
At this trajectory, could the rest of Portugal look similar to this?
5 years ago, it used to be only Martim Muniz, but now it's in the Algarve, it's in Lolé, it's in Albufeira, it's in Braga, it's in certain areas of Porto, it's to the north of Lisbon, it's in the center, it's everywhere. We are becoming a minority, not just in Lisbon, no, in the smaller cities, in the villages, everywhere, under their own noses, and they're paying the highest amount of taxes to be demographically replaced in their own countries.
Then Alfonso took me to Samora, Korea. Almost 1 year ago, Portuguese locals protested the construction of a mosque here to accommodate the rapid influx of South Asians in their small 17,000-person town. See, almost 85% of Portugal is Christian, yet despite the fact that a mosque was never formally constructed in town, Alfonso took me to their illegal mosque hiding in plain sight. But real quick, Patreon banned me for noticing too much, so now you can support our work at tylerraw.com to get access to videos we can't upload on YouTube, exclusive bonus content, and early access to all of these videos before they go up on YouTube for as low as $5 a month. Go check it out at tylerraw.com. Thanks for your support, and back to the video.
They're using this as a mosque, and also people living there, illegal migrants living there. Last year there was a big demonstration here of the Portuguese people against a building of the mosque, so they just decided to do it anyways. I see. And they're doing this illegally inside of this building.
Okay, so the mosque was never built, they're just using this building to pray. Is that illegal? Hola.
It's legal. You're not allowed to come here.
And instantly, an engineer materialized out of thin air to guard us from this mysterious building that is totally not a mosque.
Why am I not allowed?
My name's Tyler Oliveira. Hola.
Hola.
Hi, how are you? What is your name? What's going on here?
No. Why am I not allowed?
That's none of our business what's going on here.
Why am I not allowed?
You have to come.
Hola.
Call the police.
Who get permission to come here?
Why should you call the police?
You lied to me. You said,
why should you call the police?
Yes.
Fala português. Você é português, não é? Fala português.
This is a mosque, as you can see clearly, and they are saying that it's not a mosque.
It's private property.
I see.
This place is
they're just
rented.
praying,
Somebody's paying the rent with the bills.
So you live here, right? You live here, right? You live here.
No, I don't.
I didn't touch you. What? You live here, right? Do you have a permit? Oh, he's saying it's not a mosque. As you can see, it's clearly a mosque.
Hola. Mosque? Mosque? Okay. Mosque to pray? Okay, inshallah. Pergunta. Mosque? Mosque? That is mosque? Yes. Okay. Mosque? Mosque? Okay.
This question carry,
just like a church.
They're using it as a mosque, and also people live there. People live there, so they don't want to follow the rules.
Hi. Yes. My name's Tyler. Relax.
No. When you go to the mosque, do you see a prayer room or not? No. When you go to the airport.
This is good. Yes, I see the prayer room. That's what I'm trying to understand.
So
That's similar? That's what I'm trying to understand. Talk to me. So what's happening here?
It's a prayer room. Anywhere you go, you can find a prayer room.
Yes. Okay. Good to meet you. Thank you.
I won't shake your hands.
Okay, so I guess we're being kicked out. I'm not even sure really what's going on here. No problem. So they're using it as an informal mosque. All All I'm saying is they're using. It's a mosque. Mosque. It is mosque. How is this not mosque? Okay.
It is illegal to shoot, film people,
I see.
or private property inside the.
I see. So this is illegal.
Without permission.
I see.
Did you ask permission?
No, I did not. Question though. Is this mosque?
Then you are already in a breach. Listen. Did you ask permission? If it's not a mosque,
Why are there so many people driving from off the street though to come pray?
Listen, do we cause harm?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Do we cause harm?
That's not, I'm just curious.
Are we
if it's a mosque.
causing harm?
I don't know.
Are we causing harm?
I don't think so.
So why do you have to film?
We're just here to talk to you. I'm not.
I don't know if it would be illegal to film from the street. You're filming or from the parking lot, and this is a public building, and you film and you see inside what's going on. I don't think you would need permission for that. You don't believe so?
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
So he said I'm a Nazi because I have a mustache.
We
came here because this is a building
He's a
that's
Nazi because he has a mustache.
illegally being used as a mosque, and it's illegally housing immigrants.
Okay.
And as you can see clearly, we are not welcome here.
So there are many people
And
here
there are
coming.
many people coming to pray in an illegal mosque. It's clearly a mosque. Last year they wanted to build a mosque in the city center. The population was against it, so they did it anyway.
So it's informally happening.
But the point here is, we never voted for our countries to be invaded. Well, some of them are peaceful, but we don't want our country to be invaded, even if it's by peaceful people.
Why are you taking my video? Huh? Why are you taking my video? Have you taken my permission? Have you taken my permission? You are capturing me. Why are you taking my video? Why are you taking my video?
After checking out the cash and carry, that was totally not a mosque full of non-Muslims that were definitely not driving there specifically to pray. We went across the street to see the dramatic and rapid demographic shifts taking place in small towns like these.
Okay, this is something. You're taking my video, a video of me without my permission. This is something that a lot of people are using. No, excuse me. When you are out in public, somebody can take videos, and if you happen to appear in that video, you can't. I mean, this is so down a dark path. It's not even funny.
You never expect.
These are newcomers. They've all been.
Also, what the left doesn't realize is all of these radical ideologies that are eroding people's rights will be, they're actually the ones who are promoting that with the local liberalism. They're laying the foundations for a lot of the erosion of rights that then are used against them when the conservatives have had enough.
Here for like 5 years max. Okay. And I'm sure if we speak with the locals, you will also understand the consequences of this immigration.
Shall we ask him?
Yes.
Hola.
Hello. Hello, my friend. No, why not? Why not, my friend? Come here. Why not? I am a bad person. Racist. Apparently he knows me.
Hi. We're asking people where they're from, how long they've been here, and how they like Portugal.
It's very good.
Portugal's good? Where are you from?
Pakistan.
Okay, why is
I'm
it
from
very
India.
good?
Are you from India?
Yeah. We are from Punjab.
You're Sikh?
I'm Sikh.
Okay. How long have you been in Portugal?
2 years.
2 years.
For 5 years.
5 years? How is life here in Portugal? Better or worse than home?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, good.
Do you like Portugal or motherland India more?
It depends.
It's both.
Both is not an option.
I like to prefer India.
India? Very good. If Portugal and India were to go to war, would you fight with Portugal or India?
I can't choose.
Tough. Portuguese women or Indian women?
No, Brazil. Muito.
Brazil? Okay, he likes the Brazilian. He likes the hybrids. You like the fat ass.
No, this is a secret.
Oh, why did you come to Portugal? Family?
For work.
For work?
No, family is Pakistan.
Okay.
But I'm a long time living without document in Inglaterra.
Without documents. You lived, listen, my friend, you lived in England for 15 years with no documents.
No document, but here,
Impressive.
document, everything
That's
good.
impressive.
15 years in England with no documents.
Yes, that's a feat. That's a feat.
Everything good.
Why is it good, Portugal? Why?
Document, everything good.
Easy.
I'm, easy. But
Easy.
I'm.
And listen to his English. Si vous m'écoutez parler français, et je pas habité pendant 15 ans. Aussi, como hablo español, bueno, eso sí he vivido entre España y Colombia, sí, 6 y 7 años. This is really
Hard work
that's disgusting. That is really disgusting.
Okay. But your employees are all Indian, Bangladeshi, etc.
Yes.
You don't employ Portuguese people?
No.
Too expensive?
Expensive.
The Portuguese people are expensive.
Sí.
Are they lazier too?
No.
Okay, just too expensive.
Just too expensive.
Expensive no.
Okay.
Falta eso explicar en India. Mais fácil.
Más fácil que comunicar con las personas de India?
Pessoas de Índia,
Sí, comprendo.
Bangladesh.
How many more years do you plan on staying here?
10 years, 20 years, 40 years.
Forever, if possible.
Forever, yes.
Há 10 anos havia poucas pessoas e agora há muitas. Então e o que é que tu achas disso? Bom ou mau? Que muita gente da Índia vem aqui?
Bom. É bom.
É bom, porquê?
Eu não sabe, só trabalhar, só gosto de trabalhar. Não beber, não nada, só gosto de trabalho.
Mas a maioria das pessoas desta vila agora são pessoas vindas da Índia, Paquistão, etc. Tu achas que isso é bom? Que esta vila esteja invadida de pessoas da Índia e desses países? Achas que isso é bom ou é mau?
É bom.
É bom. If the Portuguese people went to your city in India and they were there a majority,
eu não gostavas? Majority. Não gostava.
You like that you are a majority here?
No,
but you said you like it.
No, majority no.
No. You want
working?
Okay.
Bom.
What is your job?
Agriculture. I'm doing agriculture job.
Agricultura. Okay, there we go. You work in the farm?
Yeah.
You pick berries?
No, I'm cutting grass.
Cutting grass?
Yeah.
I'm working agriculture.
Agriculture. Do you pick the berries?
Pick, berry, everything.
In India, if I was doing work like that, I get very poco money.
I say little money. It seemed as if most of the South Asian immigrants here were working low-skilled jobs in agriculture. He says legal, it's legal.
Cartão de cidadão.
So they're here working on the farms.
Citizen card? Just you or everyone?
No.
A registración?
Not like you.
You don't like me? Why? Why?
It's not like
I am bad. Racist.
Okay.
Fascist. Nazi. Why don't you like me? I come here to remigrate you back to your country. Is that okay?
Okay.
That is okay, right? I will deport you all. Okay?
While most of these newcomers were quite easy to interview, there was always a crash out trying to prevent us from having a conversation.
Do you have license to do video in my shop?
My name is Tyler. Would you like to say hi?
Hey. Show me your license. Show me your license.
Wait, what is the license? I'm talking to him.
You cannot make video in my
De-escalación.
You have license? If you have license, do it. No. Like this.
Just relax.
A license to video in my shop? I mean, where is he supposed to get this license? What bullshit is that? Now he says, and this again, I'm not really positive in Portugal, nor, do you have the right to video some, go into a public establishment and video? I mean, under Western democratic norms, yes, you do have the right.
Why is he mad? Is he mad at me?
No, I don't understand.
So you love Portugal, you want to make a better life for yourself?
Exactly.
I think... No, he's good, he's a good guy. We were just talking to him.
3x claim, I don't care.
Whoa! He's a good guy, why are you kicking him out?
No, he cannot make video in my shop.
No, he's not, I'm making the video.
I know this guy.
Why can't I make
video?
video?
Permission,
Why?
you have to respect the people.
What did I do that was a lack of respect?
I don't like to talk with you.
Okay.
Then
what is the problem?
You go to also. Make 3x.
Okay, good to meet you. Bye-bye. Alright, we've been kicked out of the market.
You make, but you first take permission. You make anything, whatever you take permission, respect the people. Okay? Hey! Go there. Don't make. You walk over here. Don't make video. Make.
Oh, damn. He's got a fat ass.
Why you want to open? Rubbish people. Without permission, you cannot do.
Mas não sou racista.
He's racista?
Tenho uma filha que é imigrante há muitos anos. Compreendo. Se eu quero ser imigrante. Compreendo. Porque há muita gente daqui que não trabalhar. Estes que não estão aqui a trabalhar, põe-os na rua. Agora, quem está a trabalhar, quem paga as rendas, quem trabalha, desculpem lá.
Hey, it's okay. It's no problem. No problema.
It's crime.
It's crime.
Without permission.
I want to give you a handshake.
You make.
No, you told me to leave over there. I left.
Yeah. I'm saying that. Take permission, sir. Can I make video? Can you make?
You came out though. I didn't even know you were there.
Without permission, you make video. It's crime.
Qual é a sua opinião sobre ela?
Sobre eles, eu não gosto do ódio. As pessoas têm o direito de estar onde querem, se trabalharem. Ok? As pessoas têm o direito de estar aqui. Eu não é ninguém para dizer que as pessoas não estão no país deles. Não é ninguém. Ponto. É vergonhoso. É vergonhoso. Este ódio constante. Acabou.
Imigrantes, racistas.
Eu sei lá o que é que ele é, eu não sei o que é que ele é.
Ah.
Eu não sei o que é que ele é.
Ok.
Agora, eu não vou ver as pessoas a serem pisadas ali por causa de um gajo que eu não faço ideia de onde é que ele vem.
Okay, very divisive figure out here. Some people love him, some people hate him.
Se quer considerar-me racista por ser contra a imigração e contra a invasão que o nosso país está a ter, eu aceito. Mas não é no Paquistão nem na Índia. Mas os ilegais é uma minoria. O nosso país está a ser invadido por imigração legal. Imigração legal que paga impostos e que trabalha. Isto não é uma empresa, isto é um país. Se quiser chamar-me racista, eu aceito esse rótulo, não há problema. Eu aceito, está bem?
Essa gente é que é culpada.
É verdade, mas...
Legal immigration, that also, to go back constantly, no, it's okay, it's got to be legal immigration. No, because the public policies, the people who have been making those have been doing it to fill their pockets. As I said, the conservatives, because it's cheap labor. The liberals, because it gives them votes. So this whole thing, well, it's been legal. No. Now, I'm not saying, oh my God, round them all up like cattle and herd them out of here. You got to do this in a humanitarian fashion. And also, a lot of these situations bring stability and economic development into the regions where they're coming from, and then they'll go back home. And then you can say, you know, it's like, oh, we fixed up your house over there. You can leave to the unruly guests who have just installed themselves.
Nós temos que expor e denunciar a realidade do que este país se tornou.
Qual a sua opinião sobre o multiculturalismo?
Olha, castração, violação, castração, homossexualismo, olha, vão para o Irão, os homossexuais vão para o Irão, e os pedófilos, castração, é a minha opinião.
Muchas más Indians ou não?
Rapaz, já cá estão demais.
These people are crazy. As you can see, they were shouting from the other side of the street, telling me I was a racist, I was filming this.
Is that true or no?
If you define, that's how you define racist. If you define racist as thinking that your people should be a priority in your country, then I am a racist. I see. If you define racist as hating on other people, then I am not racist. I have no weight.
You don't hate these people, you just don't want them here in Portugal.
I have no weight. I just want to put my people first and have a sensible immigration policy for once. If that is racist, then I'm racist. I don't hate them. I am speaking with them. If I hated them, I wouldn't get anywhere near them. They hate me because probably their businesses are dependent on immigrants. They rent houses to immigrants, or they're just leftists. So either one of the two. They're either profiting from immigration or they are leftists.
But how essential is this mass influx of South Asians into Portugal? What does Portugal really gain from them, even if they are here legally? And who really gains anything from them besides a few big businesses? We headed 2 hours south to a farm town on the coast, recently overrun with South Asians imported to work one of the few jobs big agriculture hasn't figured out how to cost-effectively automate: picking raspberries. How many Indians does it take?
And this is also the fault of the Portuguese people. And we're moving from agrarian to urban dominated economies. This is the same thing that happened, you know, the Civil War. Everybody, oh, it's about this freeing the blacks, freeing the slaves. No, it wasn't. And also, you want to get into the whole slavery stuff? Well, let's not get into, you know, how the feminist movement has eroded women's rights, and the whole general neutral stuff in the family courts have made women homemakers into slaves. So, okay, slavery still exists. So stop with the whole shit about, oh, it was to end slavery and now we were the last slaves and everybody's got to be paying us for generations to come reparations. Yeah, we're tired of that whole dialogue. So it is the Civil War, that was the urban South, the industrial North. And the industrial North, urban South, same can of worms in Europe. And this whole thing, like, how many Portuguese and Spaniards, you know, the social mobility, they want the white collar jobs, they want the white collar jobs. Well, since there's not enough in Lisbon and Portugal or Madrid, Barcelona, and you want to get into the immigrant populations that have been parasites and creating havoc. Well, Marbella and the Russian mafia who installed during Franco in the real estate stuff, and all of the Brits. And you got a lot of Brits and Germans, Nordics, who retire down there. It's kind of like their, sunny Florida for the retirees. And they haven't made a positive contribution. Brought all sorts of problems. The jet setting stuff of Marbella and Portabanos. That's the Jeffrey Epstein class. See, everybody's bitching about the Jeffrey Epstein class, but everyone wants to be a part of it. All of these social climbers. I mean, Tara Palmieri she seems like a sweet girl, whatever. But what I want to point out to her is, excuse me, Tara, the same Me Too witches have been shutting me up are the ones who have been, telling these sugar babies, you're a victim, you're a victim, you're a victim. Sure, they're a victim. But it's not just their sugar daddies. This is a thriving industry. Why don't you attack the industry? Oh no, because you got a political agenda. And if you really cared about that shit, you would have been helping me. I mean, Women's Linked Worldwide, I've been asking them. This is the lead counsel for González Carreño versus Spain. That's the jurisprudence I've been working on. Or Carrie Bettinger Lopez. She was the lead counsel on González Linehan versus USA 2011 Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. Last time I saw Carrie Bettinger Lopez, that was at the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence cocktail party during their October Domestic Violence Month. And that was 2015. And there was a woman there I was standing next to, and we're looking at their bullshit documentary about some, white trash from West Virginia who's, abused by her husband or something. And she's like, I'm so sick and tired of them with their bullshit propaganda. If I want something to eat or drink, I can buy it myself. I'm not coming to these bullshit things anymore. I agreed. I mean, I did a lot of outreach. And for the past 10 years, I'm like, well, I'll do it online because, quite frankly, it's exhausting. I've gone to a couple think tanks. My favorite is Spain going to the polls. That was at, I believe, American Enterprise Institute. Pero Pablo, he's he was the Spanish correspondent here for a long time. Pablo, I forget his last name. He was on there on the panel discussion. He's a journalist now. Apparently he's England. I'm like, oh, buddy, you're being deported. And you can explain to the Spanish people everything you've been covering up for all of these frickin' years. The Portuguese constitution is almost the same as the Spanish one. I've looked at that. I'm like, this is utopian. What the frick are you guys doing? Besides, the law firm that handled my divorce, this is Cuatro Casas. The partner is Portuguese and Spanish. Very, very prestigious law firm. When we submitted to the International Criminal Courts, I was like, okay, you guys, look, let me just get global expats up and going and get me a platform, and, I'll be able to compete with all of these different people online with their social media platforms. 100 million. That's what the platform's going to cost me. That's basically what what I need for the investment money, and we'll call it quits. Because I have lost a hell of a lot more income than 100 million, and the damages. Oh Lord, Ingrid Betancourt, she really screwed everybody over with her son. $36 million, I think it was, jurisprudence that her son produced for separating children from their mothers. I've been watching all this shit, okay? And I know how the dots fit together. And believe me, when the power-hungry bitches and assholes out there realize how they have dug their own grave, they're not going to know where to hide.
They're on a berry farm is the question.
Hello. Português? Fala português, não?
The Portuguese? Excuse me.
Olá. Português?
Okay, we're seeing South Asian farmers here. Do we think this is illegal labor? Legal? We can ask
Let's
them.
try to find out.
Hello.
Sorry, Português or English?
No English.
English, okay.
Where are you from?
India.
India. Bangladesh.
I am Thailandia.
Thailand.
Yes.
Okay. Most people here from Bangladesh or India?
Nepal, Pakistan, every people.
Okay, Thailand. How long have you been working on the farm?
5-6 years.
4 years.
4 years?
How much do you get paid every month?
1,200.
1,200.
Salary is good 100.
How much?
11.
1,100.
No, more.
1,200? 1,300?
Yeah.
1,008.
1,008.
1,008. Very specific.
How much do they pay you?
1,000 euro.
1,000 euros. And how much do you pay rent?
150.
Do you live on the farm?
Meal fund?
Okay.
It's just nearby. How long have you been working today? How long?
10.
So when did you clock in? 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning?
Every day 8 a.m.
When do you go home?
9.
9 you go home. So you work 12 hours every day?
Every day.
Okay, so he's saying he's working 10, 12 hours for 1,000 euros a month.
5 times a week. That's brutal, yeah. How many people live in your house?
2 people.
Some people maximum 3, 4. Some people 2, 4, 3. You just
Depends. And why are you in Portugal and not another country?
No. This hair is I like this one.
You like this?
And did you come here on a tourist visa? You came here on a work visa? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Can I have one?
Yeah, no problem.
I can have one?
1 month, no
Okay,
problem.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice man. It's good.
Yeah, it's worth all the crime, all the high housing prices, all
Not
the
that good.
immigration. Not that good, right? And I mean, if these jobs are so well paid, then the Portuguese people can do them.
So we're seeing people from Thailand, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh.
And the thing is, so much raspberries. Oh my lord. Particularly in the restaurant business and shit with the waste. But by the time they get to market, I don't know, also a lot of them don't have the flavor. I mean, if you've really tasted the strawberries in Spain and strawberry season, I don't think I've ever tasted a better strawberry. And watermelons of Louisiana in season. Oh my lord. So go local, stop. And all of these overpriced, the restaurant business industry. That's something that really the corporates have taken over and destroyed. It's gotta stop.
I don't think we've seen a single Portuguese person here, by the way.
Yeah, and you won't see.
I mean, I gotta say, 7:15 p.m., Alfonso. This farm is grinding.
Yes.
Do you think people are here legally or illegal, Alfonso? Legally or
I guess that a lot of them must be illegal for sure in these situations. This business probably doesn't even sell to Portugal, so they should at least employ Portuguese people. They are just using our land, if you think about it.
Sure. Hi. How are you? Starting to get some interesting looks right now.
They're calling the manager, the actual owner, so he's going to come here and then he's probably going to call police. So we should maybe get out of here.
I'm pretty blown away by A, the work ethic, B, the level of foreigner exploitation and utilization, right? This is pretty crazy. Who's the bad guy here? The businesses, the government, both?
The businesses and the government, not a Portuguese person. They are the ones who are in the bad end of all of it.
Right.
That if they want to have their businesses here, then they should at least hire Portuguese people. I think that makes sense. That's logical and rational.
I see. Hi, question for you.
What are you doing here today?
Picking fruit.
But again, you have the issue of the social climbing Portuguese who want white-collar jobs. And the thing is that markets are flooded with white-collar jobs. I mean, one of the things, my sons, I'm so sorry. When we came to Spain, when we bought our house in Madrid, I don't have a green thumb, but, I had us put in a vegetable garden. My ex, he had always said that he loved tending to the tomatoes with his grandfather. And gardening with his grandfather. So, for me, it was this therapeutic thing. What he had gone through, he went through a lot of humiliation in Bogota. And for me, it was just, to break the dirt and get his anger out. And I have my sons, I'm like, no, Dad needs to get there. And I know they didn't understand why his mom making us put in this vegetable garden. Part of it is just therapy of getting him, to as I say, break the dirt. And, some of the best therapy to get your anger out is just go out there and, into boxing, beat It's more productive. You can use that anger as a productive thing to break your ground and then tend your garden. So, well, our garden didn't produce very well, but that wasn't the point of really. But, you know, this whole thing of everybody's going to be white collar social climbing, there's not enough. The boat's going to get too filled with captains. I mean, and the thing is you have all of these seat warmers, and they're driving everybody crazy. I mean, I'm like, we need, like, not just prison. I'm not going to pay these people to go on taxpayers' money to sit there. Now, work farms. You have been creating havoc. There is a whole bunch of little ladies. I mean, I'm like, Meghan McCain, you want to promote obesity? Huh? Let's use you an example. I'll get that little lady out there working. She'll drop some weight real quick. I always said, we lived in Bogota, in Colombia. I was like, these guerrillas, they got their whole business model wrong. They're kidnapping people to get money, you know. No, what they gotta do is start a fat farm. Guaranteed, you know, announce in the United States, guaranteed you're gonna lose the weight. Come down here, we're gonna get you marching up and down, like they do with the prisoners. Read the book of Ingrid Betancourt when she was kidnapped. So, with the prisoners, and put these on these diets. Oh my Lord, my bodyguard in Bogota, he told me they eat koi, I think they're called, or something. They're like jungle rats. Ugh, gross. I was like, oh God, gross. No, he's like, no, you're hungry. And the meat's not too bad. I mean, I guess it's no squirrels and stuff. I mean, so, I mean, that was they did eat that in the colonial times. So anyway, yeah, I was like, got your business model wrong. You do that, I promise you, I'll get you some clientele here, and you'll make more money, and it'll be a whole humanitarian operation.
How many hours are you picking fruit?
9 hours.
9 hours. Okay. And how much do you get paid every month?
1100.
1100. And how much do you pay rent every month?
150 per person.
150 per person. And how many persons do you share the house with?
2, 3.
How long have you been here in Portugal?
8 years.
8 years. Do you speak Portuguese?
Yes, mais ou menos.
Fala Portuguese or no? No. So he doesn't speak Portuguese, and he's lived here for 8 years.
Why is it so hard to learn Portuguese in 8 years? Do you spend most of your time with Indians, Bangladeshis?
He doesn't interact with Portuguese people. He's not adapted clearly to the country. Do you have nationality? Nationality?
No, nationality.
Temporary
residence.
And I want to show you where these South Asians live for 150 euros per month after picking berries for 10 hours straight.
Hi, question. Do you guys work on the farm? Do you work on the farm? Who's walking in? Is a communal home? Question. Is there like a manager in the home? Any English?
Do you speak English? Portuguese?
Okay. How many people live here? Okay, so we have this many pairs of shoes. Question for you, sir. How many people live here?
How many? 10 or 7?
15. Hi. How many people on this floor? It's okay. 6? 6 people? Okay, so we have 1.
Do you want talheres or not? Knife and fork? No need.
Sorry for interrupting. How many people live on this floor?
Where are you from?
Texas. How many people? Just so we have 1.
How many people?
Just okay, so he says 6 people live here. Just so we have all these pairs of shoes from 1, 2, 3.
It's very difficult to survive.
What do you use your money for?
My family is here.
I see. You support your family.
I pay,
What are you doing here?
around 800 for family house.
Okay, I'll let you attend to your pot. And you work on the farm?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so 6 people on this floor, 10 below us. They all pay about $120 a month.
So just imagine how much rent there is in total. That's like 1,500, 1,600, 1,700.
Everyone's cooking some food after 10, 11, 12 hours of picking berries.
There's shoes everywhere.
So many shoes, so many bikes, so many people cooking food. And here's my question.
And this is no life for people. They're here because of such poverty in their home region. What has the World Bank been doing all of these years? the development community? Excuse me? Huh? This?
The fact that everyone's pretty peaceful with us being here, do you think it's all illegal?
I mean, it's probably illegal. Look at the prayer times here. So they're all Muslims. It's so dirty. I mean, do they even...
15, there's so many people here though. And this is legal to put 15 people in here?
I don't think it's legal, to be honest. However, it's still better than living in the slums of India. That's why they're here and not in India.
The beautiful coastal countryside here, right?
This is taking down our conditions. This is creating a wage dumping. This is creating confusion. This is creating social chaos and raising housing prices. So no wonder a Portuguese family can't afford a house, because these guys share the rent per 15 people. Of course, they can pay a very high amount, and then that's...
I mean, you know, all regions of the world have their challenges in developing their natural resources, whether it be that agricultural or mineral or labor. They have their challenges and they have their benefits. You know, some places grow oranges better than other places. You know, whatever. And some places, for example, Spain, they used to have a wonderful leather. In Portugal, I think as well, super wonderful quality leather products. Now, the whole stuff with, in fact, I just bought a new purse. I mean, I got to go cheap now, but these fake leather purses, all these fake leather products, I'm like, you're going vegan. No, excuse me, this is an environmental problem. I got all of these purses. Now, if these was a good leather purse, ooh, I mean, 40, 50 years if I took care of it. You know, so I'm like, more is not always better. And let's go back to basics and you know, the producing high quality products that these regions have been producing for thousands of years or hundreds of years.
Makes the price go higher, right?
All for the berries?
Yes, all for the berries, of course.
How many berries do you eat per week?
Probably zero.
And of course, where there were Bengali Muslims, we would find an informal mosque in the most unexpected of places.
A small improvised mosque. Oh, Alfonso, things are not looking good for my fatherland right now.
Oh, right.
It's not looking good.
Your surname Oliveira is a Portuguese surname. In the future, if things carry on like this, there will be no more Oliveira.
We'll be a rare species.
Mohammed, Abdul... Então pronto, eu queria só perguntar, como é que é viver aqui perto de uma mesquita, que ali é uma mesquita ilegal, que reúne ali todas as semanas cerca de centenas até, que eu já vi, de imigrantes, muçulmanos, e ali também há uma casa em que vivem cerca de 15 ou 20, com condições péssimas.
Para a raça, se calhar brasileiros, se calhar era pior.
Era pior, não é?
Roubaram, não sei.
Pois, exato.
Agora em termos da mesquita, eu... Agora não é igual, vai a Lisboa é igual.
Exato.
Ter pessoas espalhadas por todo lado, já não consegue combater contra isso.
É verdade. Mas o que é que acha disso? Qual é a sua opinião?
Não acho bem, mas o que é que a gente vai fazer? Conseguimos combater contra isso?
E o que é que acha do facto de viverem ali 15 pessoas numa casa? Nós vimos que as condições são péssimas, cheira mal, os sapatos todos.
São pobres, são coisas, a gente vê o lixo. Está sempre
real quick, look what I found. Un momento.
And right as we were about to leave, I spotted these Bengalis straight off the boat who enlightened me as to how the hell they learned about this job in the first place.
Hola. Pregunta. Do you guys work in the berry farm? Can I see where you live? See where you guys go? It's mosque. I see. Do you guys live in the house next door? Can I see the mosque?
I don't know, because I came here only 2 days.
2 days ago. Just from Bangladesh. Do you live here in Portugal?
I came to visa B1 visa.
Tourist visa?
Work visa.
Work visa, okay. You came to work on the farm. They just arrived to pray. 2 days ago.
We came here for pray.
While it's easy to scapegoat the immigrants coming to the Western world at scale as the big problem, it's important to realize that they are a symptom of a corrupt system facilitated by governments to sustain the GDP, to sustain their taxable revenue, social security, and the...
Yeah, sustain the GDP. This is the whole development community governments. GDP, look at GDP and Dow. The financial indicators. I mean, it can be the Dow, the S&P, that's the United States. I mean, all of these economies, their stock markets. Look at your stock markets. And I mean, I fell into the trap, I have to admit. GDP bullshit, throw that shit. That is just, I often quote this article, How Homemakers Help the Economy. It's by something Andrew, his last name. And he talks about Janet Yellen and how she was the head of the Federal Reserve, the first woman head of the Federal Reserve. Yeah, putting women in positions of power to follow with the same policies and practices that have been done in the past by the men is not improvement. So the moving women into positions of power in labor markets, in commerce and politics increases your GDP by 30% because the work that was previously done by homemakers, mothers, socialites, etc., is now done by remunerated jobs, which are taxable not only as income tax, but then you're going to tax them on sales tax on your products and services. Now, sales tax, value-added tax, same can of worms. Anybody who wants to pull out that, they do pull out that bullshit. So, you know, you can name these different things. I mean, we saw that with the import tax that Trump put in. Now it's going to be ended up going into the pockets, not back into the taxpayers, but to the corporations. So, you know, these corporations have been manipulating shit for a long time. And this whole feminist movement has not been productive in the West, and it's the motor behind the escalating violence and the radicalization of the religious right, the jihadist in the East. This is well documented in all of the academic literature, but nobody's looking because they just want to get on a podium and give speeches, publish a new book, or get a cushy six-figure job where everybody kisses their ass and tell them how wonderful they are.
Profits of big business and their insatiable hunger for cheaper and cheaper labor, despite the wage suppression it causes for locals, the growing housing crisis here in Portugal, and the continued clash of fundamentally different people. These immigrants are just cogs in a bigger, more sinister machine responding to basic economic incentive. How do you like Portugal in the last 2 days? Good or bad?
Bad. Good.
Good? Okay.
Why did you come? What is the reason?
Okay.
Work.
Do you have a job already?
Yes. No, there is the process. First we have to do social finance and then work.
But do you already have a job offer or not? Job proposal you have or not?
Yes.
What is the company?
Tulipa Vedita.
What will you do? Pick berries?
Agriculture.
Why Portugal? What is the reason?
Because we got Portugal visa easily.
Easily.
Who told you about work here on the farm? How did you know to come from Bangladesh to here in Portugal?
We are from agency.
Agency. And what is the name of the agency?
Agency means Sharif Enterprise.
And they take people from Bangladesh, bring them here to Portugal to work on the farm? Or do they place them all over Europe and the United States?
I don't know English properly.
What?
Little English.
So sheriff agency?
All of these, whether it's Federation of American Women's Clubs overseas that's providing support to the expat communities, or the lawyers who are profiting from this mass migration, whoever, or these, you know, agencies that are facilitating the transfer of these people, this is human trafficking and exploitation of people. I mean, that's one of my beefs. For example, when I was working at the IMF at the beginning, and for most of the time, I was actually employed by an employment agency. It was Career Blazers at first, then they were bought by Global Employment, I think, but then it was Randstad. But my point with, and I did notify my contact people what happened to me. So my thing is, if you are, you know, an employment agency that are placing temp people, and these temps become victims of discrimination, harassment, any of that stuff, labor rights violations, any of that stuff, it is upon the employment agencies. They're getting half of your income. Half of what's paid goes to them, half goes to you. So it is upon them, with all the power and money they have, and these are corporations, to hire the legal representatives and go up against the employers who have been violating the rights of the employment agency's employees. Now, I know none of the lawyers understand or want to take this to the courts, but I'm like, no, and this will be a very good way to solve this problem, or partially one of the ways. You don't attack a problem with just one solution.
Yes. They bring people to Portugal. And do you pay them for them to find you a job in Portugal? How does that work?
This Portugal embassy, they're not in Bangladesh. Right. Portugal embassy in India.
Right.
Indian. We have to first we have to face embassy to go to India in New Delhi.
Right.
For
but sheriff agency, do you pay them for them to find you a job in Portugal?
Yes.
You pay them. How much do you pay them?
I've calculated.
Calculate.
1,656 euros.
You pay that in euros?
Yes.
1,600 euros.
To this agency for them to find you a job in Portugal. Yes. And then they take care of the job, the
job
housing,
and
housing.
Everything will they do it.
They do it. They receive you. How much do you get paid? Salary?
Salary in contact paper 900 euros.
900 euros.
900 euros.
How much do you pay rent?
Eat 6 euros for every day. For eat food.
Food. Okay. How much do you pay rent?
Rent 150.
150. Okay.
Yeah, €6 a day times 30 adds up. And the way that these people are living, this is not good for anybody except a bunch of assholes at the top of a corporation.
And how many people live in your house?
20 many people, but there have Bangladeshi, Nepali, Indian.
Yeah, Nepal, in the same house. And 20 people live in your house?
Yes.
Okay. Crazy, that's crazy.
That's a lot of people. Have you met them all?
In this company, we face 120 people.
And what is your objective? Do you plan to stay here forever? What is your goal?
Yes, stay here.
Forever, never leave?
No, never leave.
And these 900 that you will get a month, how much do you plan to send back to your parents, to your sister? 500, 600?
500.
500.
Yes. 500. At first, I will...
To live like this? Where's this aspect? Like... No family, no, like just hand to mouth in a foreign country. I mean, who's benefiting here?
Survive. And then you pay 500 back to Bangladesh. Yes. This is just a glimpse of what the future will look like. I am speaking with them. If I hated them, I wouldn't get anywhere near them. Okay. So if I was racist, that would be my approach. As you can see, I'm peaceful, I'm respectful. And if some companies were to be out of business because of our immigration control, then I would say that is a fair deal, because the interest of a few profiteers and a few entrepreneurs is not bigger than the interest of the collective nation. You can restore an economy. You can improve an economy over 5, 10 or 15 years. What you cannot restore and what you cannot improve is a dead country, a dead nation, and a destroyed culture and identity.
Okay. So, he's right. Oops, let's...
That's me confronting the 6...
Okay. So, here, I'm not going to replay see why I put in the avatar? Because the resolution on my videos are horrible. There's nothing I can do. I don't have the money to buy a better video. I do what I can. I'm more concerned about substance rather than my, spending hundreds of dollars on appearance. I'm like, you guys, less on appearance and more on substance. So anyway, this gets into, I do encourage you to see the Deep State. This is the Deep State 10. It's about Cobham Hall and the international students. I already mentioned Natasha Robertson. We're going to look at the their company, Taylor, in Portugal. I mean, hell. Natasha, ignoring me as well. Whatever. I mean, if I wasn't bucking the system and going up against all the corruption and was sitting pretty, like with any of these factions in Washington who were sincere about what they say, but it's all just a facade, then all of the girls that I know or are alumni of Foxcroft and Cobham Hall, would be banging at my door to get an invite. But since I've been marginalized and silenced by everybody, well, no, I'm a persona non grata. So that's Alice in Wonderland. That's why I have this is another one of my drawings. This one, I'm more happy with how this came out than I've got to redo the family tree one. Oh, I'm on the wrong one here. Okay, so this is the number 9. Oops, no, I don't want to do. No, I didn't want to. Number 9 is the British aristocracy. You've got who's in here? I know Lady. There's about the founder of Cobham, then the founder of Foxcroft, Charlotte Haxel Noland. Okay, so you've got also Arthur Wesley, Marquess of Douro. Well, the Douro, that's the river in Portugal where all the wineries are. So see, once we get, but this is in, I believe, is he the one who's married to Princess Antonia, Duchess of Wellington? It's all, go in there and look at all of the aristocracy that is from this school. Ladies, Marie Antoinette, she lost her head and her crown like this. Jane Percy, Duchess of Northumberland. Again, ignored me. There's her family, House of Percy. See, this has been going on for generations and generations and generations. And I keep on saying the nouveau riche who grapple up the ladder of success and come into this dysfunctional paradigm are worse than the people that they replace. So here, these are the international ones. You got heroine Annabelle Nielsen. She was McQueen muse and a top model. And she's part of the Epstein files and I guess was friends with Epstein. She had a very, very sad life. She was viciously raped and beaten when she was in her teens. I mean, really horrible, horrible. This is not, this is another, I would love to, if I had my druthers, I'd have a horse farm, raise horses, and spend my time doing my jewelry. I really enjoy, that's when I do a lot of manual arts. I think I have more talent in the jewelry, although sometimes I don't have some of the patience, like the certissage there. I'll leave for the experts, the ingasti. Oh, sorry. I learned all of this in French and Spanish, so when you put the stone in, that's a pain in the ass. So anyway, I prefer, because the thing is, that's delicate, and if you have really valuable stones, you don't screw around with that because you can break your stones. I prefer just doing all of the other work, the melting of the gold, all of the working the wax, whatever, the raw thing, and then let somebody else put the stones in. Yeah. See, there's all sorts of areas of expertise in jewelry making. I'd love to, my dream here in Washington and, everywhere. Some jewelry districts, it's all freaking industrial. And beautiful jewelry that's made artisan. All of this, the industrial people need to, here I already mentioned Isabella de Ristorato. We need to challenge the industrialists instead of all drinking the Kool-Aid and passing it out. Here's González Carreño versus Spain. King Felipe. I want to save the monarchs because we see time and time again throughout history that they're just replaced by dictators that are worse, but we got to kick butt. Let's see who else. Well, here's Natasha. Okay, so let's get into, because I'm all on at 10 o'clock. I need to wrap this up by within the hour. Oh, here, this is a very sad story. She, her daughter actually was disappeared and presumed dead in New Orleans. New Orleans is a place that needs to be cleaned up. One of the Saxe, Colbert, and Gotha family. This is Victoria, Queen Victoria's family. One of the descendants now is in the, he's north of the lake of New Orleans, because New Orleans has been abandoned and all the money has gone north from Baton Rouge to Slidell. Another been profiting from all of the oil extraction and the corruption going on there. I mean, I worked for Senator Bennett Johnston from Louisiana 5 years. His son is in here, one of the lobbyists that needs to answer some questions. I've submitted the case, my case, and sought assistance from them when I got here 17 years ago. It's sitting collecting dust. Everybody, oh, it's forgotten. I'm like, not by me. I've been collecting names. Now, why everybody's screaming about the Epstein files and all that crap? I'm like, excuse me. Just like Lady Harvey said to Pierce Morgan on his panel discussion group, she's like, Pierce, you're in the Epstein files. Ooh, he got real nervous. She's like, anybody who's anybody is in the Epstein files. It's all the jet set. They're even calling it the Epstein class. And everybody aspires. It's just to replace them. They don't want to get rid of this shit. They just want to be the ones who are profiting from it. Okay, so let's listen to this one. Introducing sustainable packaging for Taylor's 10-year-old tawny port. And I like port, and I also like cooking with it, or one of really, and that was actually at Natasha's house. For dessert, it was just slices of oranges, but again, these are oranges that just come off the tree, and oranges from the fresh, oranges from the region, and these sliced oranges, and then with port, so poured over them. I mean, a delicious dessert. You want to spice it up a little bit, you can put some ice cream on there. But anyway, so I keep on telling everybody in the international development community, excuse me, your sustainable development goals, they're going to produce the same income inequality, the same corruption, and all the same problems as Reaganomics trickled down for the same reason. The purse strings of your investors and your spenders are held in the hands of the same psychopaths or psychopaths. Again, as I say, names might change, but the game never does. I mean, Machiavelli, Niccolo Machiavelli, this is the 1600s, 1400s, I forget, 1500s. He warned, maybe it was even before that. Anyway, The Prince. I mean, this was, when I was in high school, everybody read this book, The Prince by Machiavelli. They were like, oh God, Machiavelli, he was so horrible. I was like, no, he's not. He was just saying this is how it is, and these are the rules of the game. You want to play the game and win the game, this is how you play. I was like, yeah, he's right. At 16 years old, I was like, yeah, well, this is how it goes. And when you lose the support of the people, your days are numbered. And I've been telling everybody that, and telling them, and telling them, and telling them. The people are getting pissed off. You're going to lose your crowns and your heads. I mean, Trump is talking about bringing back the firing squad. At least that's what I heard.
So one of the important things about climate change is that it's a responsibility of all of us. We're all part of the problem. We're also part of the solution. But a company like Taylor's, which has been a family business for over 332 years, I feel that it's important that we take a leadership position. We've often worked that way in the Douro. We pioneered a sustainable viticultural planting that won an award all the way back in 2008. And this has been a very key part of what's driven us as a business in the last generation. There's many facets to this problem. And I think the point is that if we can look at every single part of our business.
Since 2008, I saw the financial collapse coming in 2007. In fact, I was still in Spain. Now, Spain and Portugal, in terms of issues and problems and history, and you can put them in the same boat. Just don't tell the Portuguese and Spaniards you're comparing them and putting them in the same boat. You'll get into problems there. Kind of like with the Catalan and the Castellanos. But anyway, I digress. So I have lost 20 freaking years of my life with all of these people.
And see what we can do better and how we can reduce our impact, then that will make a difference. And whether that is making a lighter weight bottle, whether that is improving our packaging, whether that is using high-end packaging that is completely reusable for the consumer, isn't going to be disposed. And so the exciting thing about this new box is that it's 100% cardboard, 100% recycled paper, so we're reusing paper in order to make this, and of course we can then put this one.
You know how I recycled this? But it wasn't even during the shutdown. It was when 2016, when my landlord went to war with me. There was all of these boxes. I had been fired from the IMF. I was like sick and tired, and I didn't have any furniture. There were all of these boxes. The girls had moved out, so I was like, well, I'm going to make some paper mache furniture. That's how I got a whole line of furniture that I made. I got a whole bunch of ideas for recycling stuff. Because, see, this is another thing. The whole recycling industry, is that really as green as they're promoting it? I'm going to have to do a deep dive on that one, but I don't think so. My solution with all of these boxes and stuff and a lot of all of the paper, the computer was supposed to reduce paper consumption. Oh, no. In particular with all of these, government agencies and all of these corporations, the quantity of paper that they throw away, shred it, and you can reuse it for the recycling and for the paper mache type of things. And it's real quick. I mean, you got to shred it because they're going to get all upset if you're reading their documents.
Fully in paper recycling. And that essentially brings together the whole of the ethos of what we're trying to do at Taylor's, which is we want to make a difference to the environment, we want to help, but at the same time we need to recognise that many of our customers are looking for that special thing which Taylor's can give. One of the things I can say about this wonderful new packaging is, yes, it's recyclable, yes, everything else, but it does have on the back of it, there's information about the Porto Protocol. And so I hope that when people pick up this packaging, read about this, go to the site, they will get a sense of hope that the wine industry is taking this leadership role. Porto Protocol is something that we launched back in 2018. We'd invited President Obama.
Yeah, the wine industry has gone so corporate, it's not even funny. We're going to look at some of they all want to sell to the high end. They want to promote that as their PR stuff. We'll see after this.
Amongst a number of very important speakers, to people like Mohan Mossadegh, who'd been head of the International Panel on Climate Change, Juan Verde, various other speakers, and when we had Al Gore come, who's a person who has got many. I mean,
can you imagine how Natasha and her husband would be like, oh, kiss, 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 welcome me with open arms, if the IMF, the spouses at the IMF Family Association hadn't been, oh, we're going to stick it to the rich white woman, white American, instead of, oh gosh, global expats, we're supposed to be promoting responsible globalization as well, just like the Federation of American Women's Clubs overseas started in 1931 with the idea that enlightened women around the world could do much to promote peace. I agree, the key word there is enlightened women instead of backstabbing bitches. So, if these, and Beatrix Keller, who was the chair of the IMF Family Association when She was the one who ousted me. Now she's French as well. And when she said, "Oh yeah, my son's going to Woodbury Forest," and I said, "Oh, that's where my brother went," she looked at me like, huh, "You're obviously lying. How could anybody like you, this lowly little secretary we have in here, have a brother who would have gone to Woodbury?" I'm like, "Bitch, I went to Foxcroft." Oh, she really poorly played her hands. I mean, my God, if those guys had kissed my ass, you know, Foxcroft and all the robber baron heiresses, "Oh, Quenby, it's been so long. Kiss, kiss, kiss." Same thing with the Institute for Capacity Development. I remember when I went to, this is GP, the Global Partnership Division in ICD. And Folger, what's his name? Folger, I forget, he's Nordic, European. But I was like, "Oh, you guys are looking for donors. I know lots of people with lots and lots and lots of money." Oh no, everybody was having too much fun sticking it to the white privilege American opting in homemaker who had been canceled to take notice. See, if they put me on a podium instead of, "Ooh, cancel her illegally from attending their meetings as a CSO rep," I couldn't believe it. The little girls involved in that, these are girls, Imelu and Kathleen Indre Nelson. I mean, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're going to pull this shit with me with all the 4 years in ICD and I get ousted. Everybody's complaining to me, yet I'm supposed to be the fall guy, and now I'm going to come here as the CSO rep, and you're going to give me your bullshit attitude? Oh, you bitches. Now I mail you, pack your bags and leave." Catherine Indre Nelson, oh, Enemy Alien Act. Look it up. And everybody in ICD. I mean, you know, they're all in bed together, as I said. And it's this, everybody from top to bottom, it's all greed. Jealousy, greed, and stupidity.
Years of pioneering work in terms of climate change. The important point is to have these people speak about it, to help raise awareness, not just of the problem, because most people know the problem, they can see that. It's about the solutions. You know, some of the solutions, which may not be so obvious, may have been tried somewhere else in the world, and so we can benefit from other people's sort of research and development. And what does that mean? It means we can speed up implementation. There isn't a lot of time to solve this climate problem. We can see it around us day in, day out. And as an agricultural business, you know, it's becoming increasingly challenging. And if we want to do something about that, what we have to do is start to change our ways. So I think people understand the urgency. But the urgency is
see the agriculture, how that's going.
Action, not simply for wonderful presentations or brochures that explain what you do. Let's show people what you do. But it is that demonstration of intention through action rather than purely through soundbite that makes the difference. And that's why I feel that
Action, demonstration of action. I mean, I want to see the Portuguese constitution implemented and their courts cleaned up as much as in Spain, as much as elsewhere. And if it's not done, we're going to end up with bloodshed.
the Taylor's very proud, because you can go to our vineyards and see the model, sustainable viticultural model we introduced 25 years ago, and see how that has, you know, eliminated herbicides and pesticides and so on. That's positive, and help stimulate others to take action is what's going to drive change, much more than arbitrary targets.
Okay, herbicides and pesticides. Okay, that's it. That's a step forward. What about your workers? Huh?
And this, we, of course, return back to, you know, the purpose of the Porto Protocol and what we've been doing. Of course, we're not going to be able to do it alone, and we have to, you know, recognise that every individual consumer that we have, you know, is part of the problem, but they're also part of the solutions. And it's our responsibility, I think, is to help them achieve the impacts that they wish to as well. And that's what, you know, that's what leadership is about. That's what being a 330-year-old company is about. You know, we probably will be here for a long time to come, so it makes sense that we plan that future.
I'm not so sure about that. Okay, so, see, like everybody, I mean, they like to market They're sophisticated.
As a Western European, sometimes I find myself wondering what happens in the deepest parts of
Adventuring the world's most alcoholic country. Yeah, okay, that's a good to look at. Yeah, so here, let's take a look.
People who have court in the morning.
Order in the court.
These folks slid in my DMs. A shotgun, the itsy bitsy spiders. Apparently, Taylor Port got tired of me saying that their wine is for people who have court in the morning.
Order in the court.
These folks slid in my DMs. A shotgun, the itsy bitsy spider spout. These folks sent me everything but the Taylor Port. I'm about to teleport over there and ask them who they marketing. My new song, Go 1217, is out in my bio right now. This pamphlet details drinks that we are supposed to actually be making with Taylor Port versus drinking it by its lonely. So let's try all three of them and see if we're actually using Taylor Port wrong or not. Because maybe we want to use it wrong, Taylor. Ever thought about that when you pour it? This Taylor Port is for people who daydream about fighting during church. This Taylor Port is for the pastor's wife, but you know the type of pastor's wife that still be gossiping. This one is considered the top tier Taylor Port, and it's supposed to be used for mixed drinks. Drink number 1, 2 ounces of cranberry juice, 3 ounces of Taylor Port. 3 ounces, okay, that's about 2 of these shots. Imagine y'all drinking the whole magazine of Taylor Port, and the whole time you was only supposed to have a bullet that was in the head of the gun. Quit shooting, he's dead. Let's see what drink number 1 is hitting for. Well, drink number 1 sure doesn't have a lot of fists. Wait, seems like I'm gonna have a cavity underneath there. I'm not gonna lie, the cranberry is similar to putting Vaseline on your face during a boxing match. It definitely lessens the punch of the Taylor. How cool is it that we could mess up our kidneys while we help our kidneys? 10 out of 10. Drink number 2, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of mango juice, and 3 ounces of Taylor Port. Raining liquor. I love my life. This is supposed to be a cute layered drink. The only problem is that my juice is also a little red, but mine is gonna look like communion. And excuse me while I take it. This one definitely has.
I'll tell you, the people, the cocktail people, let's call them, you know, to be cocktails and do their cocktails and, you know, all of these signature cocktails with these high-end restaurants. It makes me want to vomit. They're the most pretentious people in the world.
Have citrusy notes. You know how stuff tastes thirsty? But I prefer the first one a lot better. The third drink is supposed to be in a mason jar. Let me take out my handy dandy mullet. I was gonna be Bob the Builder when I grew up. Look at all this stuff though. I'm a real bartender. Kind of giving Diddy. I'm gonna grab my strawberries like I'm the professional I am. And this is called a muddler. We can use this to get all the natural goodness out of those strawberries. Perf. Man, next I'm supposed to have ice, but unfortunately my ice maker didn't make any. So hopefully we can still get this to layer the way that it's supposed to. And I got this twisted Tavis spoon. It's giving comfy couch. 3 ounces of Taylor Port. You see, I got my little spout. Let's try to do this right. Last time, it was not the mechanic. It was the toolbox. Yes, yes, Lord. But man, layering a drink is easy when you actually have the tools to do it. Oh, wow. Wow, Taylor. I've been drinking it wrong. You've been drinking it wrong. You need to look in the caption and just take one day of the weekend and let the caption look at you back. That strawberry.
I mean, I'm thinking of like, you know, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you know, what Americans have done to the soft drink industry, the pretentious winemakers and beer makers, and even, you know, whiskey makers and everything. They've done the same shit with their alcohols. So I'm gonna leave it there today, I think. Oh, let's see, Spanian, I think, and in Portugal. Okay, top 5 things to eat in Portugal. Okay, let's take a look at, well, here, it's, oh, that's a TikTok. Oh, this was funny, uncovering the illegal Chinese restaurant in Lisbon, I remember out. The truth, okay, that's not Spanian. Let's do this real, oh, you know, fast forward on this one, 5 things. I mean, I eat Portuguese food and Spanish food. See, this is also part of their patrimony that's being exploited by the hospitality industry, the restaurant industry. Pisses me off when I see that shit.
Welcome to All Eats Portugal, bruh. We're in the middle of Porto. Have a look at this. Listen, I've got the best list. This is what we're eating. All these places we're going to, it's missions, right? I've got these set places. I know where they are, but it's going to be a big walk. We looked up every one of their traditional dishes and where was the top rated in Porto, and that's where we're going. So we're not just making it up. We're going to specific places, right? We're starting with a bafana, which is like a meat sandwich. It's a place called Conga. We're going there first. Then we're eating another sandwich that's even more famous, the Francesina, all right? It's like, you'll see it, bro. You've seen it's got like egg on top, cheese, chips, this and that. That's at Cafe Santiago. Then Cachorrinho. Listen to this. This is like a Portuguese hot dog. There's a place here, right, down further near the water, that won, I think in 2020, won the world's best hot dog. The world's best hot dog. Not Portugal's best hot dog, not Europe, the whole world, all right? We're going to go to this place for Portuguese tarts, of course. Top rated Portuguese tarts is Fabricia de Nata. And somewhere along the way, I don't have this written down, I love octopus. And octopus is a big thing here. So wherever I find mad octopus salad or octopus something, we're getting it. Let's cut. All right, quickly, if you want to support the show, you love It's All Eats, we got merch, we got jumpers, we got shirts, I showed you, we got...
I mean, I love pulpo. Oh, pulpo in how they do it in... I asked the grandmother, everybody has their trick for making pulpo. You got to put it in hot water, the boiling water, then go, put the cork in. Still haven't gotten perfect.
We got orange, we got black, we got white, we got black and white hoodies. Buy something, support the journey, let's ouch. But this place is so old. It's mad, it's cracker. Like, I went to Lisbon, Lisbon's old. Then when you get here and you're like, bro, but half the buildings, it's like old castles, like broken, and people are living in them like they're modernized. Hey? What was that? I think that was the signal that it's 1 o'clock. That's what it was. It's exactly 1 o'clock now.
Yeah, just
so
because something's old doesn't mean that you throw it out. Particularly the old ladies.
Ring, tell you the time. Did you notice how Portuguese I'm dressed for the occasion? I don't know, I feel really Portuguese in this outfit. I feel really Portuguese, brother. Bro, I can see Frangos, lad. Pedro dos Frangos. I don't know if this is where they all stay from. That's the Rigi Digi Frangos. I'm calling it. This Conga Bafanas is right next door to the Rigi Digi father of Frangos. Right, this place is busy. That's what we're getting. No, takeaway. Oh yeah, oh beautiful. I'm waiting in line for nothing. I'm waiting in line like I'm going to a restaurant. Come on, that's it. Can we get the Bafanas? Okay. Sorry. Takeaway or do I need to take away, please? Pepsi Max, please. Thank you. My Uncle Boy lad. That's my Uncle Boy lad. This is good enough, cause I'm Jade. I'm Jade. All right, they all come in one thing, eh? Lucky, they're probably small as. I'll leave the Coke in here because it's gonna blow away. We're talking about cuz. Oh wow, cuz. Wow.
Yeah, oh, eat Coke. No.
They're like little dinner rolls. Wow. Bruh, these are looking cracker, lad. I'll tell you what they are. They're sliced pork, marinated in white wine, garlic, and paprika. So the meat's marinated garlic, white wine, and paprika, and it's just put on bread rolls. That's what they are. Ooh. Smells like pickle a little bit. You can definitely eat a lot of wine and garlic. That's mad. That smells hectic. And there's heaps of meat on them. You can see it. Lad. And spicy. Lad, this is for bodybuilder food. Oaky meat on bread, wine, garlic, and spice. Sort of a pickly, zesty flavor, chili. Yum. You can imagine that. $2.60. Wow. Look at that. Hey, wait, he's staring at me. He's staring at me. You can see I'm recording. Look at this bloke. No, jokes. No threats. Guys, these are hefty. These are hefty. I made them two and lunch and one. They're dripping juice. Look at that. Oh, two's enough. They're cracker. €2, $2.60, $5 each. Well, they're cracker. The next place, oh, we're eating the Francesinas, lad. Well, This is the granddaddy of all the granddaddies, these Francesina sandwiches. You will notice, I've noticed already, that Portuguese food, they love sandwiches. They make like meat sandwiches. That's their thing. This Francesina, it's the pile, it's all covered in cheese. It's like toast inside, eggs, chips. I'm G for this. Where is this? Cafe Santiago. De Pasos, Manuel, 226. That's the directions. Let's go, we're gonna pack this up, let's come. Make sure my bum bag's zipped up, you know, pickpockets. With a little bin, lad. Get in there, bruh. Hey, mini bin. This next place, Cafe Santiago with the Francesina. Ooh, thought I was gonna get run over. It's just 500 meters away. Beautiful. I feel like I went the wrong way, I'm not gonna lie. They just put them on the street behind glass, relax, bro. One brick, you're running off with 50 rollies, lad. He'll take. I can't get over how they just got all those watches just behind the window on the footpath. I feel like it's gonna be one of these. Beautiful, take away, straight through. Thank you. Thank you. I'll go outside. 14. So golf course, we're talking about. Who do you think it? Going off on me, lad, Ilcho. Saying back up, bro. Shoot your movie somewhere else. I'm backing up. Right, you know the spin out thing? Both of these cafes behind me sell the same thing. Sell the Francesina. I can see it in the window, the signs. And like no one's there. Look at the lineup for you. Tell me that doesn't mean it's crap. Across the road, they're empty. What are you talking about, cuz? Wow, they just smoke at the tables here. You see that? I just noticed that. They just sit at the table eating and smoking. Right, you get your head ripped off in Australia. If you even smoke outside, what are you talking about, guys? No ups given here, lad. I'm off, brother, finally. Well, that was like 20 minutes, lad. It'll change. You know that line there? I swear it changed like one person the whole time I was there. Like one person in front of me went in. Bro, they're lining up an hour. I swear they're lining up an hour. Perfect, bro. Perfect little courtyard. Right, by the pond, in the shade, with all the abuela over there. Let's go, B. It's me gonna spin out of me, this lad. Hey. Wow, cars. Alright, so they're the chips. This is, okay. It's not assembled. We have to assemble it. And then, so here's the sandwich. And they gave me no cutlery. There's no spoon, there's no fork, there's no chopsticks, there's nothing in there. And did you see what it looks like? Bruh.
Okay.
There's the egg. Look, it's got little sticks in it, holding it together.
Yeah.
Get them out.
Carry out is maybe not.
I'm legit stressing. I am legitimately stressing. Stupid, bro. Stay there, bro. Had enough of you. Had enough of this shop already. Had enough of this shop. They're spinning out on me behind me. Look, he's spinning out. There's those behind me. They're looking at me and I turn around. They're like, what's this spinner doing? Bro. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do, bro. Don't blame me, cuz I hate this fleet already. There's not even tissues. To tell you what it is, I didn't tell you what this stupid feed is. It was invented here in Porto. It's a whole mix of meats, different meats, like 4 or 5 different cuts of meat with toast. And then there's cheese that's melted with boiling tomato and beer. And that's poured over it with an egg on top. You heard that right. Porto's very own invention. Let's hoge. That's what we're dealing with. How am I gonna eat this now? I can't eat it, it's burning hot. Use a retard, mate. You worst store in the world. Worst store in the world. Yeah, podgy sandwich. Podgy. Tastes like tomato soup on chips. It tastes like, you know when you get spaghetti in a can? You know the sauce? It tastes like that on chips. Francesina tastes.
Okay, so that didn't work out too well. Let's see where he's gonna go next. I mean, all of these old cities in Europe, I just or towns. I just walk around. The architecture is beautiful. I mean, we need to go back to.
It's in here somewhere. It's one of these shops behind me. Cervejaria Gazella. Cervejaria Gazella, lad. All right, everything has Gazella on it. So it says Gazella there. Maybe Gazella's the name of the suburb, unless that's it. Oh, that is it. What am I talking about, lad? That's actually it. World's best hot dog. Bruh, all jokes aside, look where we are. In this lane. World's best hot dog, brother. Let's cut. Let's suss this out. Man, it looks so busy in there. Why are all these spots like full packed? Oh, I just figured out. He just came out with food. All that seating over there. There's people eating here. I thought I was just inside. Relax, cuz. World's best hot dog. We're talking about, cuz. You think it's gonna be small? Like a little tobacconist? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Massage. I'm about to pump. The allegation is it's the world's best hot dog. So we'll see what's going on. Right? Better not taste like it's from the Easter show. Right? The Caracino. The Ridgy Didge. Ah, this looks hectic down there. Look at these streets, lad. Oh, these lanes is mad, lad. How hectic are these lanes, bro? Look at this. Bro, I feel like I'm in a filthy lane right now. It just changes so dramatically. Full smell like 1999 King's Cross back there for a second. Let me go back up here. Bruh, look at that church, lad. Look at that church. But tell me that's not cracker, lad. Tell me that's not cracker. Here we go. The side stairs. The side stairs. Let's go. World's best hot dog. That's what I'm going to put it. Sticking it on the car. I don't know who owns ya, but that's what's happening, bro. Doing it on the car, mate. Sorry, bro. Don't bash me. I got two of them. I got two, by the way. Oh, wow. They're cut up in little slices. Look at that. All little slices, lad. Let's see how we go. Cheese, meat, crispy bread. The bread feels real crispy. I don't know if I like that. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is so ordinary. I'm so confused right now.
Well, that's a shame because when I went to Portugal, oh my God, see, progress is not always better.
Said you got to go to Porto. You have to go to Porto. It's better. I was like, all right, lad. All right.
And Spain was the same 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You know, the tapa bars and just horrible what's been done. Football. Okay.
Wow, look at this building. Go on. We're going, lad. Good, brother. Good, good. Good. Filming, brother. Soj. Wow, look at the art on this. What a building, cars. What a building is that? Ooh. Wow. What a building that is.
I mean, you know, make people productive again. Instead of AI.
Can I get 6, please? Water and Americano takeaway, please. Lad, I need this water, lad. Stop it. Oh, Bruh, let's orange. I got 6. 6 of these. This coffee and this was €9. I haven't been saying it the whole time. I've been showing you the menu, so same thing, mate. Let's do this. Oh, lads, they're full hot cars. Well, oh, frosting, man. I'm making a mess, but you know, who cares? You know, that's what they get paid for. Extra cinnamon. Wow, look at that, lad. So bottom. Guys, we're talking about cars. No, bruh.
I don't like that comment. Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. That's what they get paid for. Oh God. I'm like one of those, you can tell I'm one of those clientele who's worked in the restaurant business, because I'll like start bussing tables or, you know, we'll like clean it and we're good.
No, lad. Whoa. Everyone turned around and looked at me. Look. They all looked up. He's busting opera music over there, bro. This is a cracker. These, the best of the best. Oh, I'm cheering with that. I'm getting more. We're pumping more, 100%. Let's go. Look at that. This little sucker, bro. You know, he's spilling it everywhere. He's drunk. Taxi.
Now, all of these things, this is the patrimony of women throughout history. And everybody's exploiting it.
Overdose. I could overdose on them. Let me pump this water, then we're cutting. I gotta clean up after myself. We're the cruise, we're finding octopus. That's it, bro. Smashing up.
Okay.
Bro, mate, get out of here. Here's a bow and arrow. Oh, it's a dead end. No. I feel like I'm playing rough. What is this? All right, I went the wrong way. Stop it. Bruh, behind me, full hectic bridge. This is hectic. Wait till you see this. All jokes aside, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, walk over it. We can look at it. You know I'm scared of heights, mate. I'll try. I'll try my best. No promises. Bruh, look at that. That noise is this lad, look. He's making bird noises, this fella. Hey, little bird whistle away. Hey, she's doing a tuner. Bro, lad. I'm on the bridge, brother. Look at me conquering my fears. Right? I'm just not thinking about it. It's huge. Bro, this is crazy, lad. Alright. Oh. No, I can't do this. 2 things just happened. When you look down, there's holes in the floor and you can see the bottom, and the bridge is shaking. I'm not even lying about this. Look at this.
Poor thing, yeah, he's afraid of heights.
Well, let's
Okay, let's.
find octopus. True?
Okay, my favorite.
This is crazy. These lanes up. Look at this. Look in there, brother. Oh, mate, the water's at the bottom of this hill. What a trek. Legit, there was not a single person here this morning. This place is packed. Surely we get octopus, lad. Surely we get octopus. There's lads swimming here. They're full swimming. Ah, they swim here, lad. What are you talking about, cuz? Look, people swim. I didn't know that. Wow, she's gonna jump in. Look, she's looking like she's gonna do a run up. Jump in. Come on then, jump in, bruh. Making out. Hey.
Yeah,
Over-rotated.
Paris people, they call it the la playa, the beaches, the plage on the Seine. They'll like hang out there and stuff and bring their beach chairs in the sun. But yeah, nobody's jumping in the Seine.
That's a 2. That's cracker. I didn't think people would swim in this river. Look at these little sky lifts. That's mad. God, this place is off chops, lad. Oh, pulpo. Very tasty, typical Portuguese recipe. Cooked octopus, then goes in the oven with potatoes and oj, lad. Told ya, lad. We're getting there. Hello. Hey, no order? Yeah. Can I get this, please? Bubble? Yeah, thank you. Beer? No, beer. Coke Zero or Pepsi Max? Coke Zero. Coke Zero, thank you. Oh, that's it. Give me a rest. Olive oil, standard. Should be on every table on earth. Thank you.
Don't ever get into the wars between olive oil of the Southern Europeans and butter for the Northern Europeans.
The piece de resistance. Did you think I was going to go an episode without saying piece de resistance? Huh? Well, I don't want none of the rest of that.
My favorite is pulpo gallego, and it'll be cut. It's not served a whole pulpo like that. It'll be cut, and it's supposed to be like jugoso, juicy, and not, because if it's too cooked, it's rubbery.
It's on the octopus and I'm hooking up. Brother, stop. Look at you. Face the resistance. Wrong. That's gone. Garlicky. Little lemon. Put by a little lemon here.
Pulpo that's poorly cooked, ugh, gross. It's just like a piece of rubber. But when it's well prepared, and I think, I don't know, I've been told that like frozen, if you freeze it, that will also help tenderize it, because it is a problem of tenderizing. But one of my things for Chicago, apparently I heard there's these, they're like eel or something. They used to be in the Thames River all the time, and this is a delicacy. The Queen used to once a year have this pie. It's not called eel, but it's like an eel. And apparently they have, in Lake Michigan, they have a population that's not natural there, and it's destroying the ecosystem. But it's not, native, and it's doing damage. I'm like, why don't they? Because it's apparently like pulpo, like shit. Because it's been overfished in the Thames, so you can't get it anymore. I'm like, well, you got it in the Lake Michigan. Why don't you go and start overfishing it and set up a whole bunch of tapas bars with your eel? Okay, you can do some other stuff, but be inventive. Get rid of your natural disaster, your ecological disasters that you produce. They rendered it, exterminated this population elsewhere. Well, overfish.
Really garlicky. That's hectic. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pumping one of them and I'm hooking it, bro. I'm tired. I'm pumping one arm, one octopus leg. Who cares, bro? Whatever they are, I eat them. Hectic. They're gonna think I didn't like it. I don't even eat none of the rest of it. I'm not eating potatoes and tomatoes. Relax, cuz. I'm here for piece de resistances. Piece de resistances only, cuz. Maybe if you got me on first feed, when I had some space and some energy, I would have tried your potatoes. But right now, cuz I'm off. Woo! Oh. Packing Andals, lad. Packing Okie Hogan's Adelaide. Let's Where do I pay? Yeah, it's beautiful. I've eaten so many things, guys, non-stop. Yeah, I just wanted to taste it. Come on. I told you, before I didn't like it. You do vlogs or something like that? YouTube channel. Yeah, YouTube, yeah.
I walked out with my car.
Yeah.
Because I saw you.
Yeah.
You make effort to video, please?
Thank you, bro. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know, they were all trying to crack jokes. I have no idea what they were saying. But anyway, guys, I'm out. What can I say, brother? Porto. I'll tell you one thing, Adelaide. I'll tell you one thing about Portos. It is legitimately one of the hecticest cities. But look at this. The whole thing, it's off its head. And it's got some of the biggest waves. You know how they do those big wave surfing? So the biggest waves in the world are here, just like in one of these beaches. The food's good. It's not the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. Sort of similar to Spanish food. Not as good, I don't think. Definitely ain't Greek food.
It's very similar to Spanish food, but it is a bit different. And to hear his experience really is very saddening. Very saddening because they have such, all of the Mediterranean, the culinary traditions in the area is to die for. So that's it for right now. And maybe I'll see you this afternoon.